start today?
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Biju Esports Duos Cup. We are finalizing things today. With me, I have Maxpresso and Lolonizer. Gentlemen, welcome to you. How are we feeling about today?
Pretty good, pretty good. Excited to watch some more twos today, especially in the double elim bracket.
Double elim indeed. Lolonizer, thank you for joining us today, man. How are you doing?
Thank you so much for inviting me. I am very excited. It is my first time back in casting after like 3 weeks of nothing because I've had a broken PC. So I am super excited to be back in.
Great stuff. Yeah, I believe you had a CPU issue. Is that what exactly happened there? What did you do to your CPU?
How are you gonna explain?
Actually, I've got it right here. Hold up. It shows on my thing now. Here's the old CPU for anyone that wants to see. I don't know if this camera will zoom in enough or like see close enough, but up here there are 2 pins that are just completely ripped off and one that is completely bent over there.
Aye.
Alright, hold on, let me check this out.
I mean, question is, how did you even manage to do that, Lolly? That is beyond me.
Process of taking out my CPU cooler.
Ah, so you were fidgeting.
Uh,
I have learned the hard way to not do that as well. I've also damaged many a thing in my time. I won't go into details about that. But yeah, good to have you here, Lolly. Good to have you, of course, Maxpresso, as always. And I'm looking forward to today. So we have 12 teams battling it out in a double elimination bracket. From yesterday, we had 2 groups of 8 teams each. So that makes a total of 16. The bottom 4 dropped out, and the top 12 went through to today. So if I show you guys a quick, just a quick show, this is what the bracket looks like. So at the moment we have upper round 1 that's going to start in a few minutes. The game that we are streaming is Orange versus Strawberry, bracket 1.4. As you can see, there are already teams in the quarterfinals. Now those teams, Kiwi, Peach, Banana, and Granada, those are the teams that made top 4 yesterday. So they went straight through to the quarterfinals. And then for today, unfortunately, Raspberry had to pull out. So Grape automatically goes through to the upper quarterfinals as well. So for now, the teams that we know we're going to be casting on is Orange versus Strawberry. The teams is Raya, Not Godly, and Lunix and Tez Chow, all Reunion Island players. And then our very next one, the quarterfinal, let me have a quick look just to be sure, will be 2.4. So that is Granada versus the winner of Orange and Strawberry. So for now, Lolly and Mac, I think that we are going to try and get into the game. Let me see if everyone has joined our lobby. Let's have a quick look. I don't see anyone
not quite.
in the lobby just yet, so I'm not quite sure what's happening there. But let's see quickly. How are you guys feeling about today? Are we looking for any particular teams to do anything? I mean, we know from yesterday that Team Fusion was just absolutely nailing every game they played in.
Oh yeah.
Did anyone catch your eyes yesterday? And what are you looking forward to for today?
Well, I obviously just a lot of these players you sort of recognize the names from casuals or bumping into them in ranked and stuff like that. So I think I'm just always really happy when I recognize a username and they like play pretty decently, or I know someone's really mechanical. And a lot of the time, you know, it's difficult to show off what you can do in matches on streams because, you know, there's nerves a lot of the time. But I really enjoy just watching anyone I know pop off because it's insane. And then if I beat them, I feel even better about myself.
Absolutely. Let's quickly say hello to the people in chat. So Wakanda Boy has asked us, yo, can you be the first person to say goodnight to me, please? So Wakanda Boy, good night to you, sir. Welcome in if you've already left. Sorry if you're still here. Have a good night. Penny, hello to you. Salty Beast, hello Sir Dutch. Hello Sir Salty Beast. Welcome to you all. I'm surprised that we have quite a few viewers for today. It is a Sunday after all. I know a lot of people will be having either their Sunday lunch or just, you know, enjoying their time with their family. So glad to see you guys. Let me just copy paste the lobby details because apparently logs is not available to the players. That is a change.
Not ideal, but everyone will be in here fairly shortly, hopefully.
Alright.
So how's
Oh,
everyone
apparently-
in chat feeling? Everyone excited?
Yeah, get hyped for some
games today. I'm very excited.
Lonnie, you are very far from your mic all of a sudden. Did something change?
No, that's my fault. Leaning back.
No problem. No problem. Just before we start casting, I don't want the viewers in chat to be like, oh, Maxpresso's yelling and Lodenizer is very, very soft. So
From my experience, I don't think I've seen anyone ever say I'm yelling. Alright, yeah, here we go.
Here we go. People are joining in.
Alright, so we have the casters, then we've got Chow and Lunix. Hello Dogman, how you doing? Welcome in. Now we're just waiting for Orange. Orange is Raya and Not Godly. Wonder how not godly he is.
Dutch, I'm noticing here you made the orange team the blue team.
Yeah. No, I was looking at that.
I was staring at it and I was like, oh, he forgot to change a name. I should say something. But then I realized it's fruit today still.
I actually didn't even consider that.
Orange is officially blue.
Yeah, we
Orange is blue, and strawberry is orange. Wow. Rocket time. Hello, Yoshi. Welcome in, sir.
It is indeed.
Yes, yes, it is. It is rocket time indeed. Are you getting peeked on? No, I'm not surprised.
Classic Yoshi. Oh.
Wait, we are waiting for orange.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're waiting on orange. Or should we say blue?
Or blue, yes.
Yeah.
That seems like. It's a good question, Yoshi. That is a good question. I think he's C2 or C3. I think he's C3, right?
Who, Yoshi?
No, you.
Me?
Yoshi,
Oh,
that's what
I am C2. My peak is C3. That's
Boom,
correct.
I got it right first try. Let's go. I know Dutch very well, guys. C2 and 1 is hard. That's hard, Yoshi. That's well played.
Yeah,
My
that's
one's
pretty good.
GC and 2s, but like Diamond 3 or Diamond 2 and 1s.
I think I'm the same.
Gotta love it.
Just
One.
got to
good.
get ones right.
I don't want to mispronounce your name. Is it Tipu Pate? Tipu Pate? Welcome in. Sorry if I'm not reading it correctly. But welcome in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're just waiting for orange. The players are not joining the lobby. I'm not quite sure what is happening. They are also not in their voice call, so we might have a no-show.
Ooh.
Orange.
I'm hoping. No. Don't stop with your bad mojo. I'm hoping that they're still coming and that they just have their own voice call.
Yeah, hopefully.
Exactly the first pronunciation. Oh, what can I say? I'm good at what I do. Thank you.
Professional streamer alert.
Hey. Okay, let me ask in game if there's any message.
Oh, no, never mind. I saw messages come through and I realized that it was just the person leaving and joining.
Yeah. Okay, we have Raspberry has forfeited. I think that was already communicated.
Yep.
Yeah.
Raspberry, yeah, they are the ones that forfeited.
Against grape.
I like the fruity names.
It's a lot easier than what the previous tournament we had, where like all the team names took a couple letters from each player, and it was just the most random names to try and remember. I remember just constantly holding tab because I couldn't remember the names for anything. And it's like you're trying to make a point. It's like, oh wow, what a great play by. Oh yeah, by this team.
I do that always anyway. Whenever I'm casting on teams I don't know, I'm like, what is the team name?
Oh yeah, and then I also butchered usernames last time, and then I joined a call and everyone was like, it's actually said like this and said like this, and oh no, this is probably the most English way you could have pronounced this name as well.
I did that with Dukas quite a few times. I kept calling him Douglas.
I'm pretty sure I still, well, now I won't call him Duckless, but
I started making like everyone that I casted was calling him Duckless instead of Dukas, so it was kind of funny.
Dutch, what was the name I kept messing up? It was like Keister, how do you?
Oh, yes, Quester.
Yeah, and I kept saying like Keister. The whole match
Keister,
was
yes.
Keister for me.
Oh yeah, we've had a couple names for him.
Yeah.
We've had Keister, Quester, Eister.
Oh, calling him Eister.
I mean, yeah. Eister.
You see, if there's a name I don't know how to pronounce, I'm gonna just pronounce it every single way. Every time I'm gonna pronounce it a different way, so that at least one of my pronunciations will be correct.
Yeah, every single goal that goes in, you say a different name, so they can use at least one of the clips.
Alright, I see that we have another person in the lobby. Is this one of the players?
I just see 4 squares.
Yeah.
That's all I'm seeing as well, so that's why I'm confused. I'm hoping it's one of the players. Maybe it's Raya.
I might ask who that is.
We arrive. Okay. Alright, let's see. Hold on. Don't start the game.
I'm gonna ask because I kind of do need to know who Mr. Foursquare is. Hello, Reckless. Reckless 999.
Reckless, welcome in. Hello. Sorry for the delay. We're just waiting for one more player to join our lobby and we can actually get things underway.
Okay, I'm just gonna call this person Foursquare.
Foursquare. I'm gonna assume it's Raya. That's the only option that there is.
Yeah, hopefully. Unless we see another Raya join, then we know. Then we know it's the other one. And
Precepts,
there's
yo,
Godly.
welcome
There
in.
you go.
Welcome in. Alright. Okay, I think we can go.
Cool.
Gentlemen, take it away.
Awesome.
Alrighty, finally getting started after a bit of a delay, but I'm pretty excited for this match. How about you, lol?
I'm very excited. As I said earlier, it's my first time back after like 3 or 4 weeks of nothing. So I am really excited to finally be back.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to see what these guys can do in twos. Obviously, twos a little bit different to threes. You know, there's usually more goals. I see there's 3 people on one team, so it seems they're figuring it out, getting used to it, and we should be able to kick off here with no more delay. Yeah, there we go. Alrighty, so finally getting started. Let's see what both these teams can do. Orange versus Strawberry, 2 games to go. Let's see.
And remember, Orange is actually the blue team. It's quite contradictory, but you know, it's fine. But here goes Tej Chow into the F1 air dribble, maybe looking for a double tap on the backboard. And, oh,
Wow, okay.
right off the bat, we have some amazing show of these people's mechanics. That double tap just misses, and he reads the bounce of the crossbar perfectly and just slots it in with the Dimsy.
Yeah, what a fantastic goal to start off this match. You can tell Chow did not want to wait much longer because he was feeling great, and what a shot to start us off. Lovely double tap and the nice follow-up. Gonna be interesting to see how Orange can reply, but an instant shot coming out from Raya. And wow, what a first 20 seconds we've already had. 2 pretty decent. Well, this was a good shot, nothing compared to the previous goal, but 2 great goals nonetheless.
Very good placement, very good power, just out of reach for Chow. And we're ready. It's, 20 seconds in and it's 1-1. And Chow can't quite get there for a little kickoff goal. Not Godly. Going to show that he is in fact Godly. Tries to flick it past Linux. And now some damage coming from Chow. Looks like net's a bit open, just off onto the corner of the net. Now it's Chow taking it back into the middle, and Raya with the clear.
A good clear there by Raya. It's going to be a bit awkward for Linux to read, but he's done very well there. Raya still has an opportunity here. Opts for the air dribble, but is going to get dunked out. And Orange team are looking quite composed on defense. Offensively, it's looking like both these teams want to take it in the air and show off their mechs, which is always great to see. 2v2 definitely in the mode to try that out, because threes, you just have no space to try some of the things these guys might pull up today.
That is indeed true. In threes, you know, you never get that space and that opportunity on the ball to show what your mechanical ability truly is. In twos, as we saw in like the first 10 seconds with the shot from Chow, you have a lot of opportunities. That just wide from Raya, a little unfortunate. Now it's Linux trying to go up. Doesn't have the boost though. And now Chow looking for shot.
Interesting play by Lunix there. I mean, I'm pretty sure the net was open, but rather opting to take it to the sidewall and go for an aerial. Just an interesting thing that I picked up on so far, because I'm noticing these guys are loving the air at the moment, so I'm going to have to also keep an eye on those boost totals. Hopefully no whiffs coming out just yet, but I mean, both these teams looking absolutely stellar in this first 2 minutes, looking very close for the time being. A bit of ping pong, which always seems to happen when, you know, you get a couple early goals. Both these teams trying to even it out and find their footing in this match so far. But Ryan now with a chance down the other end.
definitely is the case. Both teams just looking to find out exactly what each other play like, and that is a quality shot from Chow, going up into that upper left part of the goal, just out of reach for Raya. Giving it
107 kph as well. Absolutely struck that ball.
And now there's just under 3 minutes on the clock for Orange to come back, but that shot from Linux off of the kickoff is going to make it a bit harder. 2 goals down, but definitely not impossible for Orange.
And not a bad play there by Godly. You can see he's trying to go up to off of the cheat, trying to get onto the ball, but Lunix so fast there, getting such a nice shot on target. And just like that, it's felt like a very quick 2 goals from the Orange team, but I must say their offense is looking absolutely insane at the moment. Both of them opting to leave there. Godly with just a shot on net. It's no problem for Chow. He's going to try a double read on this, unfortunately not getting the touch. It's going to give the blue team the orange blue team a chance to move down the pitch here with Raya.
I love that the name for Orange is on the blue team. Great. Ooh, Godly accidentally bumping Raya there. Raya doesn't seem too phased with it. Gets an interesting flip there that almost pops the middle to Godly. And Chow bumps Godly away. Godly just floating around. Shot denied from Raya. And now the ball's just floating around for a little bit.
Yeah, a bit of an awkward moment there, but a good dunk by not Godly. Unfortunately, he's not going to get the follow-up. Lunix first one to it. And now the Strawberries with a chance to move down the pitch. A good shot by Chow. It's the going crossbar down. A lovely shot, in fact. That's going to be his 3rd of the game. Already the hat trick, and we still got a whole 2 minutes to go in this game.
Chow has been putting quite a lot of shots on, and Orange, or Blue, are struggling a decent amount to defend all those shots. Gonna have to use these last 2 minutes to get their footing back in this, bring it back to the rest of the games. Now Godly looking for pass to Raya. Can't quite get it, denied by Chow.
And that's the nice thing with 2s. I mean, even when it is a 3-goal deficit, it's still very doable to come back. But this might be a problem because there's a demo in the back corner. But Raya first to it, recognizing that his teammate is out of the play and rushing over to the ball. Orange team, or Strawberry rather, are pulling out lots of little cheeky strats there, switching up with the demo there, Nukes with a nice foot boosted attempt, unfortunately not enough boost to follow. And blue team at the moment, they're just looking like they're struggling a bit for footing in this game. And I mean, that's credit to Strawberry. They just seem to be absolutely everywhere, and every single attempt looks like it's a bit threatening in some way.
And I think Strawberry getting very comfortable now. You saw them do a little bit of a double commit there. To get too comfortable might be a bit to their demise. So obviously, as you get more comfortable, you play a little less aggressive, and might let a couple of things slip through the cracks, but so far, nothing to come from it. Chow going for some demos. Linux puts a shot on, but it's denied by not Godly. And now it's Chow looking for the double tap. Beautiful!
What an absolute highlight reel this match has been by Chow so far. I mean, recognizing that Raya is not going for that ball, immediately taking his opportunity, having stolen the boost earlier, and Godly is absolutely stranded in net. What a fantastic play. Chow is now going to make it goal number 4 out of a total of 5 shots. He just seems to be on fire so far in this match, and that just might be another one.
Raya does get there in time to save it. Right now, Orange definitely want to try get some momentum just to bring themselves back into this, because losing 5-1 with the only goal being right at the start is not quite an ideal circumstance. Chow not going to let any of the shots go near the net. Going to take that into the corner, clearing it away, and now going on the counter-attack.
Yeah, final 15 seconds of this match, unfortunately for Orange, it just looked like a couple chances maybe they could have done better with, but it was the matter of Strawberry absolutely capitalizing on those chances, and of course Chow with some fantastic shots. This might be another one to add insult to injury, but luckily Orange looked like they might survive. But here comes the man Chow, wanting to get a couple more points on the board, but it doesn't look quite likely. This is staying up surprisingly long, but that's going to be it. First game, Strawberry win 5-1, and what a showing by Chow.
That was a very good game coming from Strawberry. Specifically Chow. Chow had their 4 goals, just putting shot after shot.
Absolutely great. 912 points as well. More points than the 2 Orange players combined. That is a ridiculous score to pull off in the first match. So we'll have to see how Orange can respond in this next one coming up. Hopefully try and keep it a little more competitive. And the one thing I'd like to see them focus on the most is when they have those opportunities in the midfield or they have the ball on defense to try and not just throw it away as much. I felt like Strawberry was sort of waiting for those booming clears, and we're more than happy to collect them every single time.
Yeah, definitely. And also they give Chow quite a bit of space. They let him cook a little bit too much. Gives him some nice opportunities to just set up what he wants, get him the touches he wants, and just strike it onto the orange net or the blue net. So confusing.
Yeah, definitely. I was double checking a couple times in this match to make sure I'm saying the correct team name. But the blue-orange team has a lot to do in this match. Strawberry looking absolutely dominant. I think maybe they need to focus on shutting down Chow, but that's no insult to Chow's teammate, because Lunix was also playing very well in that match, some good defensive stops. So, what can Orange do to reply now?
I want to see Orange bring this back. Take that 5-1 loss there and just turn it around. Get themselves back in the game, but here we go, jumping into game number 2, Orange versus Strawberry.
Right. Nice kickoff there by Orange. Godly's going to be the first one to this, but a nice backward clear by Chow. He's actually going to follow this. Got enough boost. Almost gets another touch by using the flip. First demo coming out there by Orange. A nice play by Godly to make sure that Lunix was out of the play, so there was no follow-up on Chow's ceiling touch. Good play by Orange so far. They look like they're trying to hold the pressure.
Immediately off the bat, I'm noticing that Orange is playing a lot faster. Raya accidentally saves his teammate's shot by just falling into the position just by accident. And Strawberry almost got a good attack going off there. Raya going to try to take it across. I saw Godly going for the bump, but he was denied from the back. Raya puts pressure onto the backboard. Godly looks at the shot. Lunix denies. Strawberry's defense is holding very well.
Yeah, Strawberry looking very comfortable, but I do like what I'm seeing from Orange, except, oh no, a bit of a double commit there, but it works in their favor because it's going towards the Strawberry side. But Orange look like they're trying to hold on to the ball a lot better now, trying to wait for each other to maybe get those bumps and disruptions, and that's really good to see because this Strawberry team are more than capable of putting some insane shots on net. But at the moment, it's, you know, a minute 15 gone, and we're still holding to a scoreless amount, but that's looking very awkward. Lunix playing the mind game, taking his time, realizing the defender is caught flat-footed on the goal line, and that's 1 goal for Strawberry.
Strawberry opening it up on the upper hand. Orange, plenty time to respond. First goal this game came in much later than game 1, and I think this time Orange will have the potential to respond in time.
Yeah, Orange need to make sure they don't let this game get away from them. Obviously, 5-1 the last game. A tough score to take, but that's a great shot by Godly. Recognizing that Chow with a bit of a loose touch off the sidewall and just instantly shooting in, recognizing there's no one back. Orange on level terms.
120 kph, by the way. That is a bang into that net.
Yeah, absolute venom strike, that one.
But that is 1-1. I told you that Orange would be able to bring it back unlike last game there. But now they have to get another goal and give themselves a lead onto the backboard. And there it is. Raya takes the shot off once it bounces on the ground, and looked like Godly was just there, kind of confusing Chow, making unsure of what's going to happen. Goes for a bump as well. Really like to see it. And now Orange is on the upper hand.
Yeah, this is Orange's first lead so far. Well, I think off, except for that early goal they scored in the first game. But it's looking good now. We're noticing some whiffs coming out from Strawberry, a few awkward moments and touches. Obviously, Chow in that backboard, they're not looking as comfortable as he was in that first game. Looks like Strawberry's struggling a bit, but I think that's credit to Orange. They've definitely come out of this game looking more aggressive, trying to do more with their touches and working better as a team.
Yes, and Chow, I saw that one coming from a mile away. Lunix puts the ball onto the backboard with a very nice touch, might I add. And then Chow just comes in and slams it down. And yeah, Raya not able to defend that.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic touch there by Lunix. Recognizing the space and putting it quite high onto the backboard, so there was absolutely no chance of anyone from Orange getting to it. But it's tied up again, and it feels like Strawberry are starting to get the momentum back in their favor. Chow is looking a bit awkward, but now offensively he just looks like an absolute natural, faking out players left and right. But unfortunately, no end result. Lunix going to give it a try, but unfortunate side flip. tries to block out Godly, but Orange team looking a lot more composed on defense than they were in the previous match.
Strawberry is putting on a lot more pressure now. There's a shot from Linux over the defense of Orange. It's very difficult. Not Godly, just couldn't get up to the ball in time.
Yeah, it's seeming like a couple goals from both teams now have been these awkward clears from the corner wall being read by the other team, and just no one really knowing what to do as the last man back against that with all these awkward bounces. And here's another attempt. Let's see if Orange can tie it up. Very close dribble by Raya. But now Chow's going to have some space, but Godly's done well to pre-jump it. Make sure that this man has no space, because Chow with an absolutely lovely double just now. But we saw obviously that goal in the first match, so he is an absolute threat. As the Timber's going to come through there, and Chow unfortunately missing the shot, but the first one to the rebound, it's going to make it 4-2.
That was a very nice demo from Linux. Notices that the orange team, or the blue team's last man is a little bit pushed up forwards. No one's left back, and just gets rid of him, making sure that that net is pretty nicely open.
And suddenly we're seeing a familiar side. Strawberry starting to gain more and more of a lead, looking more and more comfortable as this game has gone on. I think Orange definitely took advantage of their slow start, but it's not looking good now, as unfortunately Ryan can't get back to that. Chow just instantly shooting it, and they have their 5 goals again. 5-2 is the score.
Looked like Godly tried to pass it over to mid for Raya, but Raya, zero boost. Wasn't expecting that pass. A little bit of a comms error, I suppose. And now it's 5-2 to Strawberry.
Which is quite sad, because this game was looking a lot better from Orange, but credit to Strawberry, they sort of weathered the storm of the initial challenges coming out from Orange, and now they look fully in control yet again with this man Chow, just getting past both players quite seamlessly, going down the pitch. It's looking like he's going to have another opportunity, a great demo coming out there, but unfortunately his teammate just unable to get over the ball to put a shot on.
That was almost a very nice play from Strawberry. Unfortunate that the shot was just over. Linux carrying it away into the corner. Let's see what Raya's going to do. Take it back, looking for potentially a counter, but Linux bumps him away. And now Chow has a little bit of time on the ball. Full boost. Does get challenged immediately. And Raya's trying to get something on the board for Orange. Struggling very much. But keeping some pressure now.
Yeah, Orange really trying to give it their all in this last minute of the game. Unfortunately, 3 goals down. It did get away from them a bit. There's a lovely flip reset by Chow, quite low to the ground, so neither player really expecting that, but what a great improv shot coming out there. Surprisingly, got the flip.
Yeah, I thought that his fourth tire didn't quite touch it, so I was also very surprised that there was a flip there. So this puts Strawberry in a very similar situation as they were last game. 4 goals up, close to the end of the game. Orange doesn't really have enough time to respond now, but they are going to do what they can to at least just give themselves some encouragement goals. Godly, maybe a DC there. Not 100% sure what happened.
Yeah, his ping's not looking great at the moment.
I noticed that as well at the end of the game for Raya. So maybe Orange are both dealing with a little bit of ping issues.
Yeah, we'll say that the ping got them down in this one, but unfortunately it's looking like Strawberry have definitely won this out. A fantastic showing by them, and Chow, I mean, I didn't even notice, but he is on 4 goals for this match, Lunix with 2, so absolute masterclass from Strawberry out there. Even when Orange looked like they were getting some good offense and opportunities going, unfortunately Strawberry just shutting them down and countering them any chance they get. As another lovely shot from Charles coming out to get him another 900 points on the board. And yeah, absolute domination by Strawberry.
Chow showing what he can do time and time again, just scoring goals, making it impossible for Orange to put anything on the board. Very, very difficult for Orange there. And then once again, I believe Chow has more points than the whole Orange team combined.
He's absolutely ridiculous, isn't he? I mean, what a great showing of Mex in that match as well. some great double taps, some I mean insane aerials and insane reads and some decent flip resets. Unfortunately for Orange, that is going to be the game. They did give it their all though, but Strawberry just, I mean, they looked fantastic, didn't they?
They definitely looked very good there. Strawberry hold themselves up very nicely. And now I am excited because Orange is going to drop down to lower bracket, and there's potential for a low bracket run with them there.
Definitely. Now, they're definitely a team that I think has a lot more that they will want to show. That definitely wasn't their best showing, but we'll have to see what they can do in the lower bracket and, like you said, maybe make a good run. Alright, so we're going to go to break, and when we're back, we will have a couple more games for you. Hopefully they'll be as exciting as the last one. Stay tuned.
drum the bass line. Don't waste my time, DJ, drum the bass line. These feelings, my heart, got play, pause it, rewind. We don't need the light.
All right, sorry for the delay. I had my mic muted, but we are back. Finally, that was a whole lot of mess. Firstly, Discord went down. Secondly, the teams started playing without the casters, so we had to do a restart. Now we finally have our lobby. We are just waiting for all the players to join in, but we are basically ready to go. Mac, that first round, how did that go? What was your general thinking? I did watch it a bit. It looked a bit one-sided,
Yeah,
in my opinion.
I mean, Strawberry just looked fantastic. That was the easiest way to say it. I was complimenting Chow a lot, and I mean, credit to him, he was so mechanical, and a lot of the shots he was scoring were, Twitter-worthy highlights. But Lunix was also playing really well, so I think they're a pretty formidable team. And I'm not quite sure who's on Granada, but I do favor Strawberry in most matchups after what I saw.
So as we saw in the first round, Strawberry is Lunix and Chow. And then in Granada, we have Vigal and Antherkiane. I'm not quite sure if I'm saying that right, but we will see what the name is in the game. But from yesterday, I did notice that Vigal is also quite a mechanical player. So it looks like it should be an interesting matchup. These are all players from Reunion Island, so we're not quite clued up to their levels of mechanics and how they are in the game. But either which way, I mean, every game we've watched so far, yesterday and today, has been entertaining.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, even the games where it's been one-sided, like one team just winning both games quite comfortably, I've still liked what I've seen from most of the teams, like what they're trying out, how, like, it's always interesting to see the different play styles in threes, but I think in twos, something that doesn't necessarily get as much streaming or viewership, or you don't see as much twos gameplay. It's always cool to see how people are playing. So hopefully we can get the game started soonish, because I'm very excited.
Yeah, we are waiting for the other players to join us, but it seems like our lobby is a bit full, so we're just trying to get those who are not casting on this very game to just leave this lobby for now. That's probably why the players are not just here yet. Alright, they have joined us, so we should get going. Let me just give them the go. They are on EU server, so I might have some latency variation, but let's see how this goes.
Yeah.
Mac, I'm excited. I haven't been in the casting booth for a while. Most of the time, I've just been backstage, making sure that everything runs smoothly. And but here we go.
Yeah, welcome
Game
back.
number 1.
Let's hope for an absolute banger first game as we're starting off between these two teams, Strawberry and Granada. Granada now have their advantage of EU servers, because I do see Strawberry with quite high ping, but that's not going to stop them because Charles already put it in with 6 seconds on the clock, well, off the clock.
That is a very, very quick start here, and as you say, they have the advantage of the EU server. So I'm hoping that in this game, Granada might just bring this back to not conceding too many goals, and then have the opportunity to to absolutely dominate the second game. But as we said, we don't quite know the level. We know Strawberry are quite a mechanical team. We saw that in the first round. But let's see what does Granada have in store for us.
Yeah, no, at the moment it's looking like they're getting their bearings a bit better. As I said, unfortunately, Vigal with a bit of a whiff. It's going to give Chow a chance to put it on net, but a good read coming out there. They seem to be holding a lot stronger for now, obviously. You never like conceding an early goal, but with a team like Strawberry that comes out so fast, it's going to be unfortunate, because that is a second goal in less than a minute. Lovely pop by Lunix, and unfortunately just no read that time. A bit of getting stuck on the post there from Granada.
That's a great self pass there from Lunix, if I can say that. But they are taking full advantage of the server positive for them, as they are of course on lower ping. So far, we haven't really seen anything from Granada. I'm hoping that changes quite soon. But yeah, early 2 goals here. It's a great start for Strawberry.
Yeah, and we see a nice forward play by Vigal here. Here's a chance for Granada to get forward on the pitch, but lovely control by Chow. I mean, both these players on a 230 ping, but that is just not stopping them at all. But that's going to be a nice shot on target. Unfortunately, a great save by Chow. Nothing can really stop him at the moment, but Granada really piling on the pressure here. You can't help but hope that they get a goal out of this, as they're staying in that blue half as long as possible, but running on a bit empty at the moment. But that's a nice play under one, but Lunix unfortunately is back. Good follow-up, and there's the goal that they've been waiting for.
That is a great reaction here from the orange side of Granada. They needed this goal to just boost their confidence a little bit, knowing that they're on 200 ping. They know they've got another game coming, but for now they're trying to keep this as close as they can to not make it an uphill battle in game number 2.
Yeah, no, it's always important to try and get that first goal on the board for any team, build up that confidence, and I mean, especially when you're 2 goals down, there's nothing better than reducing that that lead that the team has in halves. But we'll have to see how they can maybe get another one here. Their pressure is looking a lot better since the start of the game there. They're starting to pile it on the blue team, forcing all of these commits and touches, and playing it quite nice. Nice control there by Vigal. Is going to put another shot on target, but Lunix is comfortable there.
This game looks like Vigal is really just trying to keep up the pressure. He seems to be the man going forward and trying to create opportunities, make spaces, and let his teammate, finish it off. It's still quite a low-scoring game so far, which is a good thing for Granada, knowing, of course, that they still have a second match coming up. So I'm liking the midfield battle here so far. There's not really a run over of sorts from either team. Both of them, evenly matched for now, and it's a 2-1 game. It's only halfway, but by the likes of things, it looks like we are going to have 2 really good matches on our hands with these 2.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, credit to Granada, they're really holding in there. There haven't been that many goals since the start, but I think that's quite good. It's showing that both these teams are very even. As you said, that midfield battle, both teams really giving it their all, sort of taking turns on who gets to attack. It was orange for the majority of it, but finally Strawberry are having a surge forward. That's a nice block by, I'm not quite sure how to say it, Anthocyan? I'll say Antho, yeah.
Antho. Just to make it a little easier for us. That's a great play here from Antho, putting it on the backboard. Vigal is ready to try and collect this. But nice patience here from Strawberry. Child just sitting in net, waiting for something to happen, making sure that he can go either way. As Vigal takes the shot and levels this up. This is brilliant play here. Nice pop from Antho. Puts it on the sidewall, puts it on the backboard, and then Vigal just slots that home. And now we have a game on our hands. 2-2, equal score with only a minute 30 left.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic play by Antho. They're getting, I think maybe he might have been going for the shot, but that crossbar worked out even better because Vigal was ready and waiting. Fortunately, both members of Strawberry committing. You could say that's because of the ping and it's harder to read some of these balls, but at least this game is quite tight for the time being. 2-2 in this match, and it's seeming like the momentum has really shifted since the early stages of this game because Granada are all over the blue side offensively right now, putting on heaps of shots. And it sort of feels like the blue team are holding on best they can as Chow makes another good save.
Right, we just got just over 1 minute left here. Charles trying to put them ahead. He puts it on the post. And if Eagle gets a good clear here, they might have an opportunity. But again, it gets blocked out by Lunix. And they are now... It feels like the next goal wins kind of game. Both these teams now just trying to hold on to what they have, pushing for one last goal, making sure that there is a winner here, of course, trying to avoid overtime. But yeah, I mean, one team being on EU, having a good ping, and the other having a really high ping. This is going to be interesting what happens in game number 2 when the roles are reversed.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I'm not sure what happened with the previous match that these teams played, but I do believe there was Strawberry with their favorite ping winning 6-2. So it'll be interesting to see what happens when we do get that second game. But for now, 15 seconds left in this match. A good chance there for Strawberry, but a nice demo to follow up. But this might just be open. Another great demo by Vigal is going to save their team. And we might go into our first overtime, Dutch.
That demo was crucial. It was an open net. Chow had the opportunity of a lifetime, only to be removed from the field. And a great defensive display there. And now we do have our first overtime, which from the neutral standpoint is what we always hope for, Mac.
Oh yes, 100%. This is where it is do or die for these teams, neither wanting to make a mistake, because it's just that one mistake, golden goal time, that can lead to this being, you know, a lot more difficult to come back. Obviously, Granada hoping to get the win with their ping advantage, but credit to Strawberry. They did get those 2 early goals, but they have you know, two goals conceded in this time. It's not too bad for them, especially, you know, I can't stress enough the ping right now. 230 is quite tough to play on, so credit to these players for holding out this long, as we've already gone 30 seconds into this overtime, and it's still Orange piling on the pressure.
Listen, Mac, when it comes to anything over 150 ping, I start getting dizzy if I'm playing at the pace that these guys are playing, as Beagle puts it home. Beagle being the one on 200 ping, if I'm not mistaken.
24. Beagle's got the nice.
Apologies, the wrong way around. But either way, I mean, it's just a one-goal game. Both these teams still have the opportunity to take it in game number 2. But it's a great shot there from Beagle, and getting that first win on their name.
Cool, and look at that, 9 centered balls from Antho and 8 shots by Beagle. It was just Strawberry holding on for dear life at a point there, but credit to Granada, a fantastic shot by Beagle at the end, putting it to the far corner so no player can get to it. Lovely shot, and what a fantastic first game for these teams.
Absolutely. So I'm going to quickly make a new lobby for these players. Because we need to change over to SA server so that the other team has the advantage. So while I do that, Mac, that was a really close game.
Yeah, I'm so impressed by how both teams played. You know, you always get a bit worried when a team comes out so hot, the way Strawberry did, scoring 2 pretty early goals. But credit to Granada, they sorted out defensively, and then it got to a point where they didn't even really need to defend. They were just so aggressive, constantly going in, getting those good challenges in, and they just completely trapped Strawberry in their own half at one point. So it felt inevitable that that third goal went in.
Are you joining into the game, Expresso? Because I'm not seeing anyone on my side.
I rejoined the same lobby towards the end, and there are a couple people here, but I'm not sure.
Rocket League is messing with me today. I'm not quite sure what is happening. Let me quickly make a new lobby with a new name, because I was using the same name, which is a mistake that I keep making.
Yeah, good old Rocky. But yes, of course, we're going into our second game now, and Strawberry will have the nice ping. They'll be returning to South African servers, so we'll have to see what they can do. I'm expecting some good things from them, because from what I saw, when specifically when Chow has some nice ping, he can pull off some really great mechanics. So I look forward to seeing that in this next game as we wait a little bit here until it gets started.
Yeah, apologies, I am the one that is hosting these, so I have to look away for a while. I'm just waiting for one more person to leave the previous lobby so that I can create the new one. Seems like our co-hosts on the French side is struggling to get out of the game. So while we wait for that, I'm looking forward to seeing these roles reversed, Mac. Because as we said and as we saw, these two teams were very closely matched, even though one of them was on 200 ping and the other one like 20 ping. So now that we've got to swap it around, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens there.
Because yeah, I mean, if you're looking at it in terms of 230 ping versus 24, 10 times the ping of the other team, and they still kept it very close. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here. I have a slight feeling like Strawberry might run rampant now that they have some good ping, but with how close those teams were in the first game, I have no idea how the second might go. But obviously the ping does play a huge factor. It makes it easier to get shots, get mechanics, make saves. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Strawberry can do.
100%. Right. So it looks like we are having some technical issue here. We're not getting all the players in the right lobby. So give us a few minutes, guys. We'll be back with you shortly.
It's that feeling inside your mind. So good it feels just like dreaming. Open your eyes. We don't need the
Alright, we're back. Everyone's in the lobby. Everyone is ready to go. So we are going to get this underway as we are already quite behind schedule. So, without further ado, back, let's go into game number 2 on SA server.
Yeah, here we go. Strawberry, of course, losing the previous game by only 1 goal despite having a buttload more ping. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes. Obviously, Granada now with a ping disadvantage. Strawberry will be looking out mainly for Chow to see what insane mechanics he can pull off in this match. But let's get it started. Game 2, here we go.
Alright, it's a strong kickoff here for Chow, trying to get the early offense going. Getting a nice demo there on Antho. Lunix immediately ready to pick that up. This is a good start here for Strawberry. But so far, no harm done yet, just yet.
Yeah, nice pressure coming out from Strawberry nice and early on. But I mean, Granada get a nice shot of their own. Good counters going both ways at the moment. Sort of the ball ping-ponging back and forth as we're getting started. But blue team will be interesting to see how they can start off. Obviously, I think they scored pretty early in the last match. So I'm sure they'll want to set the tempo of this one and get a nice early goal. As a nice 50 by Charles going to send this to the midfield. Lunix going to get onto it very nicely. Nice aerial control with a nice block by Antho.
I'm just starting to see the mechanics coming out from Chow and Lunix, just trying to keep it up in the air, getting a few edge dribbles here and there. That might have something to do with the ping, but you know, it's great to see them having this sort of confidence to start showing up some mechanics. Lunix getting an opportunity here, but Chow puts it straight through all the way. It was a bit of a mishap in defense, and I mean, yeah, it just seems like Antho was just in the wrong spot, couldn't get back in time. and this is now a 1-0 lead to Strawberry.
Yeah, Chow spotting Antho a bit pushed up there, unfortunately not able to half flip fast enough, and that is going to be the first goal for Strawberry. A lovely shot by Chow. But, you know, that wasn't the sort of the most dire goal to concede if you're Granada. I mean, I'm sure they won't mind that one too much and will be pushing hard for their goal now. As Eagle was threatening a bit of a demo there, and a nice shot by Antho, but it's gonna be covered by Chow as Lunix chases this down. Good chance going the other way for Strawberry. Lunix putting a nice shot. Unfortunately, it's a bit high. No follow-up from Chow because the ball, unfortunately, just went a bit too far to the side. But blue team still piling on the pressure here.
It just seems like every time Vigal and his teammate try to get the ball away, Chow and Lunix are just ready to pick it up again and take another shot at target. Chow puts it in the middle. Lunix is there to finish it, and that makes it 2-0. Great awareness there from Chow. Takes the first shot. It's a great save from Antho, but he just notices his teammate is ready for a pass, puts it in the middle, and Lunix slots it home. And now it's a 2-0 lead.
I want to credit Antho that he did so fantastically to make that save, and I mean, even seeing Chow going up for it, he recognized that Chow would maybe go for an infield pass and still almost block the shot. Credit to him there, but credit to Strawberry, well done. They were pushing for that second goal quite hard. How can Granada reply? A decent play off the backboard, a nice slow shot, but unfortunately it's not throwing enough. Chow is back. At the moment, it's looking like Strawberry are getting more and more comfortable as the game goes on. Defensively, they're not looking too rushed for the time being. But for Granada, getting some good chances. Another good chance here by Vigal. It's still up and available, but Lunix is the first one there, sending it to the midfield.
It just looks like Strawberry are taking advantage right now of the ping situation. Of course, with Vigal and his teammate in Granada, apologies, obviously having had that first game advantage, but now they're on higher ping, and it seems to be working for Strawberry as they keep piling on the pressure here. Lunix instantly turns around. Vigal makes sure that he gets a good clear. Now this could be an opportunity for Antho if he just takes the first shot. He does. Unfortunately, just goes off the crossbar, and now Chow has possession and has a bit of time to make yet again another offensive play.
Yeah, it seems Granada are getting quite close with these players as Lunix, absolute mind game, goes for the low 50, and that's going to be their third goal. Vigal, unfortunately, just not expecting, like maybe thinking a flick here, but what a great 50 by Lunix, standing strong. That's the Finnick guarantee there, and it's 3 goals now, but still 2 minutes left in this match. Very doable for Granada, but at the moment, just looking like they're struggling a bit offensively to get the same kind of power that they were getting before, as Chow puts in a 4 for the first team.
Oh, this is starting to look like a runaway game here for Strawberry. 4 goals to the good. Not really much on the offensive side of Granada so far in this match. It just seems like Lunix has had enough. He wants to put this game behind him and move on, especially after the false start that we had earlier with all the casters not being in the lobby, unfortunately. But again, it's been a great display here from them. They had a narrow loss in the first game, but now they're absolutely showing their dominance with a 4-0 lead.
Yeah, no, definitely taking advantage of their ping a little better than Granada did. But I mean, credit to Granada. They did what they could with their ping and they got the win. So credit to them. But now Strawberry are pretty upset about that. As another great save by Chow. It seems that they don't want to let a single goal go in, and they're going for as many as possible. Minute 15 on the clock. How many more goals will we see in this match?
Well, that looks like number 5. Lunix has another opportunity here. It was a great save there from Antho, and now he has the opportunity to try and get this out, but the boost is taken, and he's got 0 already. So blue team is just taking their time. They know they've got only a minute left to make sure they don't concede 4 goals. I mean, it is very likely that they won't, given that the previous game was already quite low scoring, and in this game they've just absolutely dominated. But fair play to Vigal and Antho, of course. They've also played extremely well, especially in the first game. I feel they should have taken more advantage, as you say, of their ping in the first game. Maybe scored another game or 2 just to get a bit more security. A 1-goal lead is never enough to secure anything, especially in a competition like this.
Definitely, and that was another good chance for them. They have decent offensive presence, but unfortunately there's no finishing product for the team at the moment. They're just getting a couple close calls, but I mean, Strawberry, cool as you like defensively, holding strong and firm. And they might end this game up with a hat with a clean sheet as we're entering our final 5 seconds. Nice pop by Lunix, but it looks like they're just... Oh, never mind. Lunix is going to go for the spectacular. Maybe gets one for the reset before she doesn't get a pop. The teams are trying to keep it up here. Oh no, they're not. Never mind. Strawberry gonna win that one out very convincingly. A 4-0 once they had the ping on their side, and a very close game 1 to remember as well. Credit to both teams, but Strawberry, yet another series I'm watching them looking completely dominant.
Absolutely, it was a really good series by both teams, for Strawberry just edging it out in game number 2 on that ping advantage. And so we move on to the lower bracket round 1. So we've had the upper bracket round 1 and the upper bracket quarterfinal. So if I can quickly grab the bracket for you so we can have a look at the updates. Let's see quickly here. So we've had round 1. We've seen Oblivion take on Onyx. We've seen a couple of wins here. Of course, Big Mook and Apricot, as far as I know, there was a forfeit along there somewhere. Not quite sure exactly what the ruling was there. But yeah, so lower round 1 is ready and waiting. We are going to get into that lobby ASAP. We're just looking for the players, making sure that everyone is ready to go. While we do that, guys, don't go anywhere. We're going to take just a 2-minute break. No, not long at all. We're making sure we got the right people the first time, and we're going to get this thing going. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
There's a reason she's alone. You can't pin her down because that needs her home. I need her around. She says there's beauty in her nails, chip in the sky. So don't be sad because I'm wrong. It keeps me alive. To impress her, it's too damn hard. To stay loyal without
cry out. The warmth against our skin will hold the gravity within. The warmth against our skin will hold the gravity within. Taking me, the sound beneath the ceiling, the warmth against our skin will hold the gravity within. Know our souls cry out. The warmth against our skin will hold the gravity within. Taking me, the sound beneath the ceiling, the warmth against our skin will hold the gravity within. And though our souls cry out, the warmth against our skin will hold the gravity within. The warmth against our skin will hold the gravity within.
Hello, welcome back to the Biju Esports Tournament. I am joined here with Muzz to do the lower quarterfinals of Banana versus Granada.
Yeah,
How you
yeah,
doing,
yeah,
man?
yeah. Good in yourself, man. Good in yourself. Exactly. It's going to be quite a decent matchup here. Banana coming through that round one. They're 12-9, so they took out Lemon. Played exceptionally well there to win that one. And of course, we saw Granada going down to Strawberry. So they find themselves here in the lower quarterfinals, which is not a great place to be because you can go home.
You know, they may have lost to Strawberry, but they did beat Cherry 11-4, which is a pretty good beat, you know.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, they absolutely thrashed them there. Other side of our lower quarterfinals, you have Peach taking on Pear, the bro team there as well. So that should be a pretty decent fixture. But of course, yeah, LOL, we've only got 2 games that are played, so they get over pretty quickly.
It's an interesting format, I must say. It's a best of 2, and if there's a draw between the 2 games, oh no, it's most goals, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Team with the most goals.
Yeah, Max Presso's favorite line, you know, it's the Champions League of Rocket League, so that's how it's been going down as well. But yeah, things looking pretty decent overall results-wise. We check out those upper quarterfinals. I mean, Kiwi took down Pear like no man's business there as well. Massive beat in there. Of course, Apple taking down Peach as well. So I know we were looking at that little upper semi-final, Kiwi versus Apple. I think would be such a decent fixture.
Definitely, and I mean, we have that bit of bro representation up in there, you know.
Oh yeah,
Gotta
yeah.
love it.
Yeah, big time there as well. So it's you know, as you mentioned already, interesting format as well here. We've got the 2 French teams in Granada and Banana. They're going to face off against each other, so we're more than likely going to stick on that EU server, which I think is going to be fantastic. Scream, Hexlix versus Veagle and Antho. And we've already seen Veagle and Antho here up on the stream as well. They're doing incredibly well. But now, of course, Scream and Hexlix to show us what they're made of.
Yeah, all these players are really solid, so I am very excited to be jumping into this game number 1. Here we go.
Yeah, we have to see what it takes on. 2 versus 2 here, Loldenized. I don't know. It's decent when you don't have the third at the back, right? It's a bit more risque. Oh, and already Veagle coming in with a decent aerial attack.
See, that's what I love about 2v2. You get so much space to just show what your mechanics are. And there's Veagle just carrying it over, showing he's got those air dribbles, and he's selecting that Season 7 Grand Champ. That's a while ago.
Yeah, that's a long time ago, but it seems like he's qualified and made GC already there. So Antho with the early kick as well. Veagle wants to pick up that 100 and see what he can do. Just get the flick over. Hexlix, too smart for that. Will read it and won't be confused as well. What's Screamer can do with this now? Does he take the shot on? Oh, bottom bins. There we go. Easy peasy. And of course, without the third man in defense, Loldenized, you can score goals like that.
Definitely. When there's no third person there, there's quite a lot more space for you to shoot into that net.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you also only have 2 offenders. And one of them need to stay a bit back so that if any ball does get cleared off to your half, you're able to deny it immediately. So you also have a little bit of a lack on the pressure when you have 2 people.
Yeah, you can't be too far apart from your teammate because you just want to leave too much open ground up to your opponents as well. Ooh, nice little demo there coming out, and I'd imagine a demo in 2s as well is going to be more devastating or advantageous to your team. There, Granada, they find a second through Veagle.
That play by Hexlix was rather interesting. I saw him demo, which was a great demo, but then he went away from his net and left his teammate alone in a 1v1. To grab some boost. I mean, I respect it, boost. Always got to take that boost over the ball.
Yeah, boost over ball, you know, it seems to be the curse of Rocket League players. They go for that shiny orb, they want to make sure they can pump up their tanks. Yep, it doesn't go that way as well. But Banana trailing by 1 year, of course, still 4 minutes left of regulation, so nothing to stress for just yet. Scream, can they do something with this? Doesn't find Hexlix as well. Antho wants to push it down the mid, nothing too pressing just yet. Now still pass out of Veagle. Ooh, cut out there by Hexlix as well. That would have been a beautiful shot, but it was kept out.
He did go a little bit forwards there. Was fortunate, but there's Veagle. Gonna find Scream a little bit awkward in the net there. And put Granada up 3-1. But there is still plenty time for Banana to bring this game back around.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I like the plays really coming up from Scream and Hexlix as well. They just seem to be finding each other, making those decent passing plays. But of course, when you get cut out by active defense, then sometimes, you can't shoot towards your goal net as well. Oh, long one. Oh, Scream. Almost finding the left-hand side of the net there, but just went a little bit too wide. Viegel, can he do something all by himself here? He can! There we go, a fourth here for Granada.
I think that's the second time I've seen a demo come from Banana that has left the team in a bit of a bad position.
Oh, yeah.
Rather interesting, but Granada is going to be very thankful for it. They're currently 3 goals up, and time is just going to keep going down for Banana. So they are going to have to score some more goals. But now, ooh, and I don't know how to pronounce that.
I was going to say, you mentioned the whooping of Cherry earlier in that lower round 1. It seems like Granada they want to bring out the whooping stick again, Jan. Banana, 3-goal differential with 3 minutes remaining. Things looking pretty darn good for the French outfit here. Antho! Oh, goodness. The mechanical skills is going to take it all the way down the field by himself.
Banana are slipping a little bit here. They've only got 3 minutes, and they're 4 goals down. It's possible. But with what we've seen so far, it's not probable.
Yeah, definitely. Granada, even though they got pushed here into the lowers, they just want to be able to fight the long way back, have a decent lower bracket run and get back to a potential finals there. This team seems strong to be able to do so. Oh, pass and play there from Viegel, but unfortunately Anther not on the receiving end of that side. Can he do something with this? Oh no, 100 in the corner to nab as well. Hexlix! Oh, there it is. Was that a pass down to Scream as well? Or did he just steal the goal?
It looked a half-half. It was off the ceiling, but I think Scream was in a better position, so he took the shot. But that is very important for Banana right there. That could be the opening to a potential comeback for Banana.
Oh yeah, I mean, we're not even at the halfway mark just yet. And of course, this is 2s, right? Goals can get scored incredibly quickly here without that third in defense. And so, Banana, just slowly coming back. There's still the 3-goal difference. What can Viegel do with this? He's going to slow down the play, but Scream already on the midway line challenge. Scream from the corner there. Antho, Viegel, they got to push that ball out of their own corner. Oh, here we go. Viegel, is this wide? Can someone shoot it in? Oh, Scream though with a nice save.
Got there just in time. Hexlix gonna get a demo. This one might be very good for them. Hexlix now gets denied by Antho. And now Scream look to try to get a middle. Viegel immediately denies. And Hexlix now going back. Viegel into the sky. What can he do? 50s it with Hexlix. And it's off to Scream. Scream with the clear.
Yeah, Scream doing pretty well so far. 3 shots and 2 saves there for Banana. So holding down the fort there. Hexlix. Oh, it's going to go wide. Second depth. Does it go in? There we go. Scream finds it in. So 4 shots, 3 goals. Picks up a hat trick. And the slow comeback here for Banana.
Banana looking a lot better now in the second half of this game. Bringing it back slowly. Responding to those goals that Granada got early on. It's making me wonder if maybe Banana just needed a bit of time to figure out how Granada plays and understand exactly what they can do to beat them.
Yeah, not too much time though can be afforded to either of these teams because it's only 2 matches that you're allowed to play in your series. So if Banana, if they want to pick up the script, they're going to have to do it really quickly. Of course, Granada's still well ahead of them as we get down to our final 90 seconds of regulation. And now Viegel from the corner, will he find Antho on the bottom? Doesn't get the clear pass off. Antho has to be here in defense. Oh, close. Scream, not able to find the fourth as well. Hexlix wants to get in on that action though. Viegel, nice waiting in the box there as well. You can't be too far up because his long field goals may occur here. Scream's gonna have to set this one as well. Oh, decent save there. My goodness.
And
That's
excellent.
the effort you put in.
I think he's got a nice demo there just in time. Made sure Antho couldn't quite get the shot. Very well timed there. And Banana's holding very well in the defense. It's going pretty well for them.
Going pretty well here, but they need 2 more, right? And they're going to have to maybe, put a little bit of urgency behind the shots.
Yeah, there's 30 seconds left, and that shot from Viegel might be closing up game 1 here. 30 seconds, it is possible, but 10 goals. 3 goals in 10 seconds per goal. Pretty hard.
Yeah, it's tough, right? Viegel rocking 7 shots, 5 goals. So Antho only recording 1 for Granada right now, and Vigo is carrying the duo up on his shoulders, which is fine. 20 seconds remaining, and as you mentioned, 3 goals to go. Probably gonna see Granada pick up game number 1. Yeah, they had it from the onset, I must admit. They were definitely strong. One more shot there. Antho finds his second.
And Banana are very much in trouble now. They
Very
are
much.
far gone behind the potential of coming back now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably going to be a game 1 to Banana, but to Granada, not Banana.
Yeah.
But I think Banana might have a good chance to bring it back. Yeah, let's go Scream, looking for the shot. Beagle. We'll keep it away, keep Banana from getting some momentum. Now is the clear. 4 seconds left on the clock, and there will be no extra momentum coming out for Banana. They're just going to be going on a 2-3 loss, 3-goal deficit right at the end of that game. Very unfortunate.
Yeah, big GG's going there out to Granada. Vigal and Antho doing incredible work there on the field. Of course, Vigal, almost broke 1,000 points there as well. If we're not going to mention that, we saw how much work Vigal put in there, Lolanizer, and so, maybe breaks 1,000 in the next match.
A very good chance. I mean, I believe he was 1 assist away from being able to break 1,000 there. So he was very close.
Yeah.
So there's definitely a chance. I would like to see the 1,000 point challenge. It's always very entertaining to see that happen.
I was going to say, since we are playing twos here and you get a lot of more opportunities to obviously score and assist and do those things and touch more of the ball, yeah, you could break 1,000 and it wouldn't be too difficult to do so. But yeah, Banana, they need to pick up their socks here. They came back towards the end, but maybe a little too late.
Yeah, they started to bring some momentum back on their side, but it was a little too late. And then they dropped their momentum right at the end. In the last 30 seconds, 40 seconds, they fell apart.
Yeah,
And
things
gave a
looking
lot of
little
goals to
rough.
Granada.
But yeah, we're going to see what happens here. Game number 2 underway. Will Granada be able to pull off such a massive beating of Banana, or are we going to see Bananas in pajamas here come back, I guess?
We will need to see Banana having a 4-goal lead for them to move on into the next section of the tournament. Otherwise, they will be knocked out. So there's quite a lot of goals Banana needs. And then Granada, they just basically need to chill, really. They've already basically won. As long as they don't concede a bunch of goals, they're good.
Yeah, right, because I mean, we talk about those goal differentials and how kind of the format works. And of course, Banana, they're going to have to pick up at least 2 or 3 in this match. But of course, we saw how well Vigal and Antho played. And talking about Vigal, he's going to open up the score.
Nice shot there from Vigal. Notices that the whole of Banana was a little bit overcommitted there. Hexlix was floating around in the sky when Scream went for the shot and just left the net completely open for Granada to take a shot at, which Vigal obviously did. And now it's 1-0 up. Banana are looking a bit in trouble if they want to bring this back.
Yeah, we saw quite a lot of work coming out from Scream in the previous game. I think Hexlix as well is going to have to just step up to that plate as well. And just try and match Scream, get more shots on. We did see the demos coming out in game number 1 as well, which is fine. But maybe a few more shots towards the goals as well. But Vigal, oh boy, finds that second. And yeah, things looking pretty strong here for Granada.
The ball hasn't spent much time in that orange side this game. It's been stuck in that blue side quite a good amount, showing that Granada is holding a lot of pressure and Banana is just struggling to keep it, play against it and keep it out of their net. A little whiff there from Vigal might give Hexlix a chance, but he doesn't quite get what he wants. Anthro does get a save.
So I saw Scream just waiting in the wings to get that shot off of Hexlix pass. It just didn't come forward as Antho was able to disarm them. So yeah, Granada, they understand exactly what they need to do here on the field. Disarm any possession that Banana have here. A little flick from Scream, is it going to come? No, disarmed again by Vigal.
Looked like he went for a bit of a 50 there, maybe try to fake the flick, but Granada are holding very nicely whenever Banana get into that offense. Now it's Hexlix. Gonna go for a shot off the ceiling. Does run out of boost, which is unfortunate, but Now that net's just left open.
Oh boy. And you see, isn't that the problem with twos, right? You just have no natural defender at the back for your team.
Yeah, you see there Hexlix not recovering in time and Scream going for the shot before Hex was able to get back. And that, in threes, you would have your third man chilling at the back waiting for that exact moment to happen so you can protect your team. But in twos, that third man doesn't exist.
Yeah, and how comfortable was Vigo's shot? He just very casually made that play.
I must say, I would have missed that. I can't shoot open net for my life.
Oh no.
I
Yeah,
missed like
Vigo as
8.
well. Oh goodness. Oh, another hat trick for Vigo as well.
Oh, I love to see it, Beagle. He is halfway there to his 1,000 points, and he is only halfway through the game, so there's a good chance he gets through there. Vigo gonna try to take it over. Hexlix will deny. Now it's Anthro going on the ball. Vigo demos Hexlix, but Scream does get the demo and Vigo after. Scream clearing it away.
Just when you think you're making a save, you're doing so right by your team, you just get such a massive demo onto you as well. Oh, no dunk there coming up from Banana. Hexlix, can you do something with this? Not able to. Antho, able to put it up to the sky, wants to bring it to the halfway line. Doesn't get past Scream. Can't nab 100 as well in the mid there. Scream with the demo. You can see Banana very kind of a demo heavy, but nothing that's allowing them to put any goals into nets now.
Definitely. I think they might have been a bit skeptical on their demos at the start of this game because we only saw them coming out close to the end here, and that might have been because of the 2 demos that sort of left them in a very bad position last game. But now Anthro going for the flip reset. I don't think he got it. No, he did not. Beagle can't get a dunk. Scream, can he get there in time? Anthro's there to keep it out.
Oh, come on, just... Oh, wait. Oh, man, you know what, Scream? Just pop the big wave dashes. Let's see some fancy footwork to get across the field there as well. Couldn't beat Antho to put one up for Banana.
Pass from Anthro out to Beagle. Not quite strong enough. So Hexlix does get there in time. Hexlix takes Anthro's boost and bumps him away. Makes it very awkward, but no one's there to take advantage.
Yeah, oh, Beagle didn't get that push off the wall, but it's fine. Second touch to him didn't go in as well. Scream from the wall. Can you do something with it? Does have Hexlix underneath in the mid though. That doesn't make the pass. Antho, wide shot. Hexlix off the wall. Scream. Is he going to get the demo on Beagle? No, he won't. Beagle doesn't get the second touch there as well. That's fine. Still up by 3 though. So Granada very comfortable. Ooh, imagine if Beagle got a touch on that one.
I like the idea. I saw him with the pre-jump before the ball even was hit up towards him. And
Yeah.
he almost got it spot on. Would have been very nice little flip for them to add on here.
Yeah, it would be
Of course,
nothing.
when you're 3-0 up, I mean, you're willing to play a little bit more risky. And there's Anthro with the beautiful flip reset over the Banana defense.
Yeah, Scream came to challenge Antho, but of course he's going to lose when he beats him off the wall. And now Hexlix stuck there in the box. Oh, okay. Bit of a bump and play between teammates. Scream and Hexlix just awkwardly finding each other in the net. They're allowing Antho just to drive that one home. But yeah, 4 to the good. So Granada, they seem very comfortable in this series.
They very much do. I mean, looking at the scores, currently Granada, both of the members have more points than Banana's points combined. It's rather interesting, showing the domination that Granada's had through this game. 4-0 up. Banana will sadly be out of it, just gonna let it fall down, and there it is.
There it is.
Granada with the win by like, I think 8 goals.
Oh,
Total.
Yeah, by a whole bunch. What is that first game? It was about 6-3?
Yeah,
Yeah, then this one was 4-0, right? So...
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, as you mentioned there in the pregame, Granada absolutely smashed Cherry as well. Now they're just taking on Banana. So they're making a really good lower bracket run. And of course, that means they'll progress to the lower semi-final. And yeah, things looking real good for this outfit.
It's going very well for Granada. I watched them, we watched them get beat earlier by Strawberry.
Yeah.
And, you know, that beating, it wasn't huge. It wasn't huge at all. And here they are, showing that they still have a lot of potential to take this all the way in the lower brackets.
Yeah, they're not playing any games as well. So, I mean, that, like as you mentioned, very kind of close game between Strawberry and, of course, now Strawberry having a good time in the upper semis. But yeah, Granada, I have a feeling they're going to make a deep run.
I have a feeling too. Granada, they look very, very solid and very confident. They're playing very well. They don't overcommit much at all, and they're just
playing very well.
Yeah, no, they are indeed there. Well, we'll cut to a very short break and we'll get the rest of the lobbies up.
Oh yeah. This is going to be an interesting one. I can't quite call it off the bat. You know, we've got a whole array of players in here. We've got some pros. We've got some guys that could pretty much play pro. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. Do you have a favorite for this matchup, Dutch?
Oh, I'm gonna say I favor Kiwi, just because of their their performance so far. But then again, Olympic and Scraf are also playing extremely well. And just on a side note, I know I was muted when we started. I keep forgetting to unmute myself when I'm the one casting. So for those of you who didn't hear anything, Kiwi and Apple are playing upper bracket semi-final now. Kiwi being Defunct and Limitless, and Apple being Olympic and Scraffy. Everyone is in the lobby, so I think we are going to give them the go, go, go. And we can get underway. Mac, I am looking forward to this one. This is going to be some mechanical genius on show for this
I know, I'm very much looking forward to this. And the best thing is, we have South African servers the whole way. All of these guys are South African. So it's sure to be a sweat fest. I'm sure a lot of them have also played against each other a couple times or bumped into each other. So I'm very curious to see what's going to happen. Here we have our first kickoff, going quite neutral. Defunct already up for this. Excited to see the mechanics that he can pull off for sure. Defunct, obviously you probably have a bit of bias for him being part of Fusion, but it's gonna. We'll see if he
I don't want to have. I honestly don't want to have any bias in this competition at all. Honestly, I have a lot of love for all of these players in this lobby, because as much as I love Defunct and Team Fusion, of course I work with them, I cast for them. I also have a soft spot for both Limitless and Scraffy, because believe it or not, we used to be on a team together.
Oh really?
So, and then of course Olympic is one of my new casting buddies. So I'm not going to be biased in this one. I'm hoping for a great matchup. I'm hoping that one team isn't going to walk all over the other. I expect that won't be the case. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to seeing everything happening in this game. As we know, Defunct and Olympic are both pro players. Olympic having played for, I believe, Omnius Gaming, and Defunct, of course, playing for Team Fusion. And then Limitless and Scraffy, I know they're both also GC2s in 2s, so this is going to be spicy.
Oh yeah. Now we can already see the level of this match. Both teams sort of trading blows, nothing looking too serious for either of them at the moment, quite even so far. Both teams sort of feeling each other out, maybe having a couple misplays, getting them over and done with, because this match, or this series rather, isn't just 2 games, we have a whopping 4 this time. Well, best of 4 this time, so it'll be interesting to see just how even the score goes as well. Maybe we'll end up with a 2-2 scoreline, because I do think it is that close between these teams. And I mean, from what we see in the opening 2 minutes, I still can't tell who's winning, as a nice save or deflections coming out there from the blue team.
Yeah, it's quite funny you should mention that, Mac, because we actually had that exact scenario in the other upper semi-final between Grape and Strawberry. They finished their series 2-2, and they finished their scoreline 14-14.
Wow.
They absolutely 100% level, all on the same server, so the away goals also don't count, which means that those two are now playing a sudden death final matchup to try and decide a winner for that upper semi-final. So maybe we have 5 matches here. Who knows?
A sudden death between these 2 teams would be an absolute spectacle to watch. I'm already enjoying the gameplay so far. You know, we're seeing a lot of aerials coming out. I'm hoping to see a lot of team synergy. You know, 2s relying on your teammate is always useful. Those infield passes, and that's going to be a bit of an awkward one, unfortunately. Scrappy going to be the first one to that, and that's the first goal that goes in. A bit of a misplay between Defunct and Limitless there. Defunct getting a bit of an awkward touch off from Olympics touch, but there it is. The first goal goes to Apple.
It is really nice to see that that Apple are actually keeping Defunct quiet so far. We've had half of the game gone already, and we've had a couple, trading blows, midfield battle, trying to take their first shots, but no real threat just yet. And it's great to see now as Limitless ties things up for us at 1-1. This is what we expected, but what I was saying is that it's great from Ollie and Scraffy to have kept them quiet for this long.
Yeah, 100%. But great play there by Limitless. I mean, I was starting to think that play might fizzle out due to Defunct being demoed, but Limitless sticking in the play, getting a dunk, and having the open net. Very good play by him. And if that's not testament to how even this is feeling so far, then I don't know what is, because just like that, there's no more lead for either of these teams. We are back to level pegging yet again. Defunct, though, wants to change that. As I say it, rushing over and taking a quick shot. Defender having no chance.
I have a feeling that these players just, took their time to try and feel each other out. Of course, they know each other pretty well, and they know that they're all capable of great things. So maybe Defunct was just, taking it easy, slowing down a little bit, seeing first on what level are Ollie and Scrappy playing right now. But it looks like we're speeding up at this moment, and it is only game number 1, and we've got 4 matches to get through, so this is pretty exciting stuff so far.
Oh, definitely. Nice play coming out here by Limitless, but Olympic going to be the first one there. Good dunk onto Limitless as well on the sidewall. But Defunct's going to have some time here, takes it back. But Olympic with another dunk. He is just going down the pitch, taking any play he sees before him. Great play by Scraffy. At the moment, we see Apple just trying to get in Kiwi's space as fast as possible, not letting them have the opportunity for any passes, because that is definitely something I remember about watching Kiwi yesterday. Is Defunct and Limitless were linking up incredibly well, whether it was in the air or just passing to each other. Some nice demos coming out from Defunct, just going to open up space. As I was talking about the synergy, lovely play coming up from Kiwi.
Absolutely great play here from Kiwi. Defunct just getting the demo on the last man, and Scraffy left stranded on his goal line. And I mean, we saw this kind of prowess from Defunct yesterday as well. Couple demos, couple bump plays. Great passing play between him and Mono Limit, and I mean, that last match that we did yesterday, Mac, I think it was an aggregate score of 13-0.
Oh, wow,
they are just absolutely hungry for goals, and in a private call after that, as Limit puts in number 4 and surely takes this game number 1. In a private call, Limit told me they had another series that ended 15-0.
Wow.
So, I mean, these guys know how to score goals.
Absolute goal-scoring machines, and they're staying pretty true to it in this game so far. 4-1 after what felt like the most evenly matched match for the longest time. I mean, that 1-1 only came at about less than 3 minutes in, I think, and now here we are approaching the final 30 seconds of the game. 4-1 up for Team Kiwi, Defunct and Limitless. They did take their time, as we said, to get into this match, but credit to them, they're playing so well now. As Defunct's going for the air dribble cringe, hits Olympic out of the way, and that's going to be goal number 5.
You can call this air dribble cringe, but I call this air dribble bump. Air dribble genius from Defunct. Sees Olympic not in a great place to make the save. Take him out the way, and it's a free goal, and that's exactly what he does. 30 seconds left, 5-1. This game is surely going to Team Kiwi, and it's good confidence for game number 2 coming up after this.
Yeah, Kiwi just looking completely in control at the moment, but there have been some good signs coming out from Team Apple. Obviously, their goal was a decent one, and Olympic has been quite stellar defensively, and it felt like he was all over the pitch for a stage. But credit to Team Kiwi for spotting every single time that an Apple player wasn't in the goal, because I do remember, I think, 2 goals that were just sort of long shots. But yeah, credit to Kiwi in this first game. 5-1 absolute shutout. Let's hope for a closer game too.
We do indeed. I mean, this was a great performance from both teams, but Defunct and Limit just seem to, have a bit more of that attacking prowess on them. Limit having a hat-trick for himself, Defunct scoring 2 and assisting 1 as well. I mean, a 5-1 scoreline against players like Olympic and Scraffy, that is not easy to do.
It is, well, considering we were talking about how they won 15-0 and 13-0 earlier, Apple, I'm sure they won't be minding that first game. It's a decent start for them, and I'm sure they'll come into the second game firing on all cylinders.
We're hoping that this first game is just the kick that they need to try and, as you say, fire some more cylinders in game number 2. They do have another 3 games to try and bring this back, so they know they've got plenty of time. But yeah, it's a great start for Team Kiwi, and from what we've seen from them in this competition so far, they're not going to stop.
Oh no, if they don't end this competition with at least 100 goals, then I'll be quite surprised. They just seem like an absolute machine at the moment. Every single series you watch, they're looking very convincing, and the thing I like the most about them, Dutch, is they're working very well together. A lot of these teams we always point out which players sort of got the highest score, and we always felt like that player is probably doing the most in keeping their team in it. But despite Defunct being a pro, I'd like to give credit to Limitless. He has been playing exceptional for this team.
Oh, he has, definitely. And this is something I said earlier on in the tournament, that even though Limit isn't playing for a pro team yet, he has shown ultimate mechanical ability. He could keep up with the likes of Omnius Gaming, even with the likes of Corsi Ballers, to be honest. I've seen him play, and I've seen the way they play. We have an opportunity here. Oh, it was a great stop there from Defunct, just stopping Olympic in his tracks. He was trying to find Scraf with the pass. Scraf has the opportunity here, though. It's an open net. Just a boost. But sort of the crossbar is unfortunate. No one was there to save. And it just doesn't go in. I feel like that is a golden opportunity missed there, Mac.
Yeah, I know. Definitely needed that goal, but it doesn't matter if Olympic gets this one in. Unfortunately, the double tap not coming off. And Limitless getting a save there as well. Unbelievable. It just seems like Apple just can't get the ball over the line at the moment, despite how much they're trying. But credit to them. Unfortunately, there from Scraffy, it did look like a bit of an awkward angle, and I thought that the shot was pretty decent. But that crossbar is everyone's worst nightmare in this game.
The crossbar is the third defender for so many teams, and I mean, it's also credit to Kiwi, because it seems like both Scraffy and Olympic, both times they tried to take a shot, they just didn't have enough boost to put some power behind it, and that's probably the reason why it was a little easier for them to save. But credit to them for making those saves. They were on the goal line, both of them, and yeah, we stick to 0-0.
Yeah, no, it's looking, once again, it's a pretty even start to this game. Both teams trying out their opportunities. As here goes one, unfortunately goes missing. Limitless missing the open net. I don't know if Olympic would have gotten back in time, but it wasn't looking very likely. So it seems like both teams have sort of gotten away with one there, keeping it even for the time being, as Defunct's going to get another demo. But Olympic's doing very well here, taking it down the pitch. Unfortunately, Limitless getting back. Doesn't have much boost though, but no one from the Apple team immediately there to get in his way. It's very back and forth at the moment, Dutch. It seems both of these teams, well, mainly from the side of Apple, I'm impressed with how they're doing so far and how they're holding defensively. But we just need to see more on offense for them, as here Olympic comes.
Yeah, we saw this sort of slow build-up in the first game as well. For the first 2 minutes or so, we didn't really see any goals. Then Olympic and Scraf got the first one, and that kind of woke up Defunct and Mono Limit to start scoring and eventually finish it with quite the scoreline. But this has been a lot closer. We are just close to 2 minutes left, and neither team look like the favorites yet to win this one. Obviously, we expect Defunct to pull a rabbit out of the hat. Maybe he's got Olympic's number here. Tries to get it past Scrappy. Scrappy being annoying and eventually taking the ball away from him. And yeah, now Olympic has the opportunity to try and make an attacking play.
Yeah, very close dunk there by Olympic. I like the idea, but Defunct moving down the pitch. A close one. Both players attempting to bump the last man back. But Scraffy did so well there to keep out both players and keep this game at 0-0 for his team. Tries a little pop, but unfortunately Olympic's already rotating back. But good on him for doing that, because we just know that Limitless and Defunct are capable of just banging the ball super fast down the pitch. That was another close attempt, but it looks like they're holding on. Limitless with a nice block there. Might be able to take it the other way. Scraffy is back, and Limitless unfortunately not getting the shot he would have wanted. Defunct with a nice follow-up, but another great interception there by Scraffy. He seems to be really holding it down for them defensively.
That is a second big miss there from Limit. He might just be losing a bit of confidence in this game, because he knows he's usually the goal-scoring machine, especially with Defunct on his side, but so far his shots have been a little average. They haven't really been on target, firstly, and those that have been on target have been slow enough to be easy saves. So I'm hoping that he gets his mojo back, because we know he has that ability to slot home bangers. We've seen it throughout this competition. But now we just have under a minute left, and still, finally, we have our first goal. And as I was talking about Limit and his confidence, he gets the first one on the board, and this is the kind of response that he would have hoped for.
Yeah, unfortunately, Scraffy a bit too far forward there, not expecting the while I don't think him or Olympic were expecting Limit to dive in there, Defunct was very far forward, a bit of a risky play, but it absolutely paid off, didn't it? Those are the kind of risks you have to take, sending both players forward, and here comes Olympic. He's been trying this the whole game, setting up these aerials, but once again, Defunct just pre-jumping and reading it so well, but Scrappy with a good chance, and it's still loose, and Olympic's gonna finish it off. 30 seconds left, and it's a tied game. What a match we are having, Dutch.
A tied game with 35 seconds left. Great response here from Olympic. A perfect pass from Scrappy as well. And this is more of the kind of game that we were expecting from the start. It might have been a bit of a runaway for Kiwi as Scrappy takes another shot with Limit. It's a great save. The first game was a little one-sided, but this game is a lot closer. It feels like both of these teams have just warmed up. I mean, they've been sitting and waiting for a while. We had to get past lower round one, we had to get past lower quarterfinals, and now they finally get to play their game. So the more this progresses, the better the mechanics are going to get, I feel.
Oh yeah, you can already see everyone looking more confident, looking more warm, starting to figure it out. And I'd like to throw credit to Apple. They definitely figured it out a lot better than that first game. It's a nice touch by Defunct, just going to send us into another OT. But yeah, no, I'm enjoying all of the matches lately, and this one we were so excited about, and we couldn't decide how it's going to go. And like you said, this is definitely a more accurate reflection compared to that first game between these two teams.
I mean, what more do you want? We've got two of the best teams in the competition, and they are in overtime in game number 2. And it looks like these two are really evenly matched now. The first game is out of their minds, and they are treating this as a 0-0 once more. So great viewing here for the neutral standpoint. And yeah, as you said as well, credit to Apple for, you know, turning things around and stopping the bleeding, if you will, from game number 1.
Oh, bit of a whiff there by Scrappy, but he recovers and gets a touch to it. That does throw Olympic off a bit, but Scrappy is still holding strong. He's done very well there. Now he might have a chance for his team. Limitless cutting him off nice and early. They've been so good at that, Team Kiwi, and now this might just go down the other end. Defunct is going to score the open net just 2 seconds before the minute mark. Unfortunately there, Scrappy just with a bit of a hard touch in Olympic, not expecting Defunct to be so fast onto that ball. 2-0 in the series to Kiwi.
Oh man, that could have gone either way. Kiwi eventually took the win, but I feel like Apple could have taken that very easily as well. They were overrun in game number 1. They really held it together in game number 2. And honestly, I don't see this being a sweep. I honestly think that Apple are going to take a game, maybe in the next one or the game after that. But at the end of the day, we're not playing normal Rocket League rules, which might count in their favor. We're playing on goal difference. So right now, I mean, the scoreline, what was it, 5-1 in game 1, 2-1 in game 2.
Yeah.
So that makes it 7-2 on aggregate. So, I mean, if they could just score 5 unanswered, you know,
If Apple have a pop-off game and they win it comfortably, it's still very winnable for them. And like you said, I would be so surprised if this ended in a sweep because Apple have been playing very well. I mean, in that previous match, I'm pretty sure Olympic had 8 shots and Scrappy had about 6 saves. So it just seems like they just need to get that finishing touch. That clinical finish is what they need at the moment. Olympic actually switching out of the Fennec, going to the Octane. Gonna see if that's what he needs. And Defunct also switching up the preset. Nice to see everyone with their placebos and preferred presets. I know I'm a bit of a preset fiend myself. But here we go, game 3. At the moment, Kiwi are looking quite comfortable in this, but Apple are not done, as a good chance by Olympics going to go there, but Limitless with yet another save.
interesting change of vehicles. So now we have an all-octane lobby. Will that be the difference for Apple to try and get some goals and maybe try and get their first win of the series? So far they've had a lot of pressure, and Scrappy slots that home. Defunct just not getting enough in the way, and a great attacking start here from Team Apple.
Yeah, an absolutely perfect start for them. Almost a minute gone, and they scored their first goal. Well, that must be feeling pretty good. Great play by Scrappy there to follow up. Defunct a bit lax on his touch, but Scrappy recognizing that and just driving the ball straight through into the net. And here comes Scrappy again with a chance to double it. Olympic, unfortunately, not close enough in the play, but Limit did have it covered as he's taking it down the pitch for his team. Here comes Defunct. We know what he's capable of. Puts a nice edge dribble on net, but a great save by Olympic. I'd like to say Apple's holding quite strong defensively as well as Kiwi's mad defense in that previous match.
Look, we know that Apple is capable of scoring goals. We've seen it in this competition. We've seen it even before this competition. We know that Kiwi are capable of scoring goals, but so far what we haven't seen in this competition is keeping Kiwi quiet, which Apple has kind of done in game number 2 and so far in this game. So as long as they keep that up, stop them from scoring, put another one in the net,
There we
as
go.
Scrappy does here. Brilliant play from Olympic, keeping it on the goal line. And Scrappy immediately seeing the opportunity, slotting it home, and now it's a 2-0 lead. Which means, on goal aggregate, they are only 3 goals behind. They still have a whole other game to go. This could still go either way.
The regain is looking absolutely fantastic from Apple at the moment. Huge play by Olympic there, recognizing Defunct is just waiting for him on the backboard. So rather opting out of the aerial, taking control of it to the ground, and Scrappy with a great aerial to finish it off. Well played to Apple, and like you said, now it is very possible for them to use this momentum to get back into the series. As a great demo there by Olympic. Scrappy going to try his luck putting on a net, but Defunct waiting for it. Good 50 by them. We'll have to see how Kiwi try and respond now, as that's just going to go straight in off of a 50. And I think it's Defunct returning the favor to... Oh no, it was on Olympic. Okay. Bit of an awkward 50 there. You hate to see goals like that go in, but that's definitely something you'll see in 2s for sure.
Absolutely, and just before that goal was going in, I was going to say I see an improvement in confidence, especially from Olympic, from that ground pinch to the demo. It's the kind of thing you see from a confident player, and we love to see it. Now they just need to keep up that momentum. Yeah, they've conceded a goal, but they can go score another one easily. I mean, there's 2.5 minutes left in this game. There's another full game after this. Plenty of time to bring this back. Put the goal difference out of your mind for now.
Yeah, I'm sure it won't really be at the back of Apple's head. They'll just be thinking, try and win this game, try and get a couple goals, and mainly try and keep Kiwi quiet. But unfortunately, it's just not looking very possible because Kiwi just so strong offensively and defensively. But credit to Apple, they are still in the lead in this match. 2 minutes on the clock approaching. And like you said, Olympic is looking way more confident in this series. He's going up way faster for these challenges on Defunct and limitless touches, but unfortunately that wasn't the play. Should have trusted his teammate there, but Defunct's going to take advantage of the double commit, and it's tied the game up, unfortunately.
Defunct instantly realizing that both Apple players are in the corner. Take the ball away, and it might just be an open net. Finds the goal, makes it level, 2 minutes left to play. This could not be tighter, Mac.
Yeah, you almost feel a bit bad for Apple because it felt like their goals they really had to work for, and the 2 Kiwi goals that have gone in just they're a bit frustrating when you're on the side of Apple. But credit to them, I'm sure they're going to stick this match out. It's Olympics chasing this ball down, looking for some pressure. Scrappy rather opting out of the challenge, letting Limitless do his thing. Gonna go for a nice challenge, but Defunct gonna be the first one there. Going for a redirect into the center. Olympics missed it. This is a chance for Limitless. And what a touch by Defunct, and pretty much open net there for Limitless.
Oh, this pass from Defunct though, what a touch off of his wheel, putting it high and ready to go for Mono Limit just to slot that home. And now once again, they are in the lead. Apple have kind of dropped the ball. They were playing so well in this game. They were 2 goals up. They were keeping Kiwi quiet, and now all of a sudden the tables have turned. The turns have tabled, and we see a lead here from Kiwi. But Olympic says, hold on, we still have time. We can still do something. Sees the open net and just drives. Just goes forward.
Yeah, speaking of the turntables, unfortunately there for Team Kiwi, just a bit of a double commit in the corner is going to leave it completely open for Olympic. But I mean, like I was saying earlier, with the goals that have gone in so far for Kiwi, I'm sure Olympic and Scrappy will be very happy that that went in. Tied game, very winnable for Apple here still. They have played so well in this match to try and keep Kiwi limited. But I mean, Kiwi, credit to them, they keep driving forward as a nice demo is coming out there by Scrappy's done well to block Defunct's shot and take the 50. Well played by him there, but it's looking like Kiwi are starting to pile on the pressure. Both teams with their final pushes in the final minute now.
So at the moment, if I calculate correctly, we have an aggregate scoreline of 10-5. So essentially, we're back to where we started at this game with Team Apple leading 5 goals unanswered just to try and bring this level. they are going to have to make a change in game number 4 if they are going to try to get that over the line.
Yeah, and what that change might be is very hard to say. You know, it's never easy playing against a duo of Defunct and Limitless, but I don't know. Maybe try more team plays. Like, that's a great one, a huge infield from Olympic to Scraffy, and right as you ask for it, it happens. What a lovely pass.
Oh, the patience here from Olympic was perfect. He just sat and waited for that ball to drop. On his nose, put it in the middle, and Scraffy was there instantly. And now they have the lead in this game. I'm hoping they score at least one more here. Just to take the edge off, just to make game 4 look a little easier for them. Because 4 goals might be tough, but 3 goals, definitely manageable.
Yeah, 100%. As we enter our final 5 seconds, it's looking like Apple are finally going to win this one out. Olympic going to hit it to the ground. Well played by Apple, taking game 3, making sure this isn't a sweep. Because as we said from the start, Dutch, this is not a series we could possibly have seen ending in a sweep.
Absolutely. I'm very, very happy for Team Apple that the fact that they not just that they won the game, but they also scored quite a few goals. I mean, it was a 4-3 scoreline. Yeah, sure they conceded 3. Okay, but point is, score the goals, right? In the first 2 games, they only scored 2.
Yeah.
Now in the 3rd game, they've scored 4. It's already double. So it's a much better reply here from them, and now they can go into game 4 knowing they need 4 goals unanswered. That's it. That's all they need. And then they can battle it out for that final finish. But for now, that is the only mindset for me that they need to have for game number 4.
Yeah, definitely going to be interesting to see how they start off this match. All eyes on Apple now, trying to mount the comeback against Kiwi, who have just been absolutely insane this whole tournament, scoring so many goals. But like you said in that last one, they limited Kiwi, although it was still 3 goals compared to some of the results they've been getting today, or the whole tournament rather. That is a very decent result. So we're going to be looking at Apple Olympics slowing it down nicely in the midfield, trying to go for maybe a bit of an aerial there. But it'll be interesting to see how not only Apple play in this game, but how Kiwi respond to that previous loss. But at the moment, it's looking alright. We're seeing some good early pressure coming out from Apple, Olympic and Scrappy, both getting in there, going for these 50s, maybe lingering for some demos. But it seems like all the offensive pressure is with Apple at the moment as Olympics attempting the double, but unfortunately can't get above it.
Apple are piling on the pressure right now. We haven't really seen the ball leave the blue half. Limit is going to take that first opportunity here, puts it up in the air. Didn't have enough boost to follow it up, so was hoping he could fake out the defender, but Olympic made sure that didn't happen. And now Scraff seems to have it open net. Can he get this on target? Oh, it's bouncing on the line. What a save from Defunct. And now Olympic tries to bring it back in. The pressure is immense right now from Team Apple.
Yeah, you can't help but feel bad. That really should have been their goal, but Scrappy just not quite getting the angle he wanted on it. So it's still going to stay at a 0-0 here. But credit to Apple, they are looking in full control right now. They are just staying forward, not giving Kiwi an inch at this point. So it'll be interesting to see if they can keep them out. As a lovely play by Lim is going to intercept it, and they have a chance to go down the edge of the pitch. But unfortunately, Scrappy just with another touch that he didn't really want.
It looked like Scrappy was maybe just trying to find Olympic for a pass there, because the net was open just for a millisecond. But Olympic just drove away at the wrong moment, and that was a failed attack. But a lot of end-to-end play here. It's very different to the games we've had before.
Yeah, 100%. We've really seen how these players have evolved in this series. If you think back on that game 1 where it looked like it was all Kiwi, but now Apple, they've grown into the series so well, especially Olympic. He's looking far more confident than that first game, and he's really been doing his part. He's been getting some really good 50s defensively. He's been absolutely stellar, but it's still just offensively. They need to try and get it going, as this might be a chance. Ball going hard and fast down the end of the pitch, but Limitless first one there.
We are about halfway the game, and the opportunity to score 4 goals is getting smaller and smaller here for Apple. Defunct with the demo on Scraffy, making sure that he doesn't make that attacking play. So Limit and Defunct know they're in the driver's seat right now. All they need to do is make sure they don't concede 4 goals. I'm sure they're also keeping track of what the goal difference is at this stage. Surely they are pushing for a win, but at the very least, don't lose by more than 4.
Yeah, well, if the previous match is anything to go on, I don't think they'll be losing by more than 4. These teams are so close, neck and neck with 2 minutes to go. It's really a testament to how close it's been since that first match, as this might be an open net, but Olympic doubling back, getting the good save, passing it out to Scrappy. This might be a good chance for them, but unfortunately, just not enough boost in the tank to really keep the play going, and it's going to be a clear by Limitless.
End to end, 0-0, 1 minute 30 left. Everyone trying their best to make that what seems to be a one-goal game now. I feel like the next goal is probably the winner for this match. It's still it's not really clear which way it's going to go. Olympic puts it off the backward, goes for the double. Double was unfortunately without any venom, and Limit just takes it away. Defunct, does he see Limit? He does. No, he doesn't. He goes solo, as we expect from the freestyling Defunct. Puts it back in the middle. Limit sees the opportunity, puts it down. Oh, that was close. But they are now piling on pressure here. Kiwi with Limit finally finding the goal and making that 1-0 with only just under a minute left.
And that just has felt like the difference between these two teams for the most part of this series. It's the clinicality of Kiwi there. They were stuck in their half for so long, and we saw that chance from Olympic that went begging, and unfortunately now it's given Kiwi the chance to go and counter-attack, and of course they scored from it. Fantastic plays there by Defunct and Limitless. Defunct with a nice pop-up around one, and Limitless with a nice shot down. It was a great goal, but now it looks like they're not done. Olympic's going to have to do some defensive work, and they have to hold on now. They need that one goal, but 30 seconds approaching rapidly, and you can't help but feel that Kiwi are starting to get in control yet again.
It is all but over right now. Kiwi with a 5 up on the goal difference and winning this game right now. It doesn't look like... I mean, we might go to overtime, but regarding the goal difference, I don't think we're going to see much of a difference. So, absolutely well played to Kiwi. From the start, I said that they are tournament favorites. This is only the upper semi-final. Remember that Apple still have the chance to go to the lower bracket, so we'll definitely be seeing them again. But for now, Kiwi absolutely showing their dominance in this tournament once again. And when this ball will touch the ground, Scrappy tries his best to keep it up. Olympic puts it up, and now finally it touches the ground. Great game from both of them, but what a performance once again from Kiwi.
Yeah, no, it just felt like too many times Apple just couldn't get the ball in the back of the net. Credit to Kiwi, but I mean, if you're looking at the scoreboard, it's been that scoreboard the whole time. You'd think Defunct would be the absolute hard carry, but credit to Limitless, carrying his own, being absolutely stellar on defense. And unfortunately, Apple there, credit to them, that series, it may have been a 3-1 statistically, and Kiwi did have a lot more goals. But that was just because of that game one, you know, it sort of felt like a very slow start for Apple. But they grew into the series very well, and I thought they played fantastically. They'll definitely have a lot of momentum in that lower bracket now.
I feel like if Apple just didn't concede as many as they did in the first game, this would have been a whole lot closer, and they would have potentially made it through to the upper bracket final. But for now, unfortunately, Kiwi does take the dub, which means if we have a look at the bracket quickly, we see that Kiwi goes to the upper final, meeting Grape, which is also known as Big Mook, which is Big Mac and a Mook. So another all SA matchup coming in that one. But before we get to the upper final, we do still need to play the lower semi-final. So the one that will be on stream will be Grenada versus Apple, as far as I can tell. We'll confirm that for you in just a few minutes. But for now, Mac, thank you so much. We're going to go to a little break while we set up the next match. But don't go anywhere. We'll be back soon.
Welcome back, everyone. This is it, Biju Tournament 2s. It's all exciting here. We just saw Apple, unfortunately, took the loss there against Kiwi in that upper semi-final. But of course, now again, we get to see Apple take on the French outfit of Grenada. I'm Muzz, of course, here with Lolanizer.
Hello. I am ready to watch Granada play against Apple. It's gonna be pretty good, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, I want to see both teams do really well. We've seen Granada be doing a very good lower bracket run.
Yeah, well, I mean, it depends now if, of course, Apple do stop them in their tracks. Of course, that's Olympic and Scruff. Then we'll see. But of course, we know Vigal and Antho, they are so hot on the trot right now. They might just be able to beat Apple. We'll have to see.
There's a solid chance, but here we go, kicking off into round 1. This is a best of 4 now. So that's yeah.
It's still a little odd, but it's okay. Whatever floats your boat, you know what I mean?
Definitely. Here goes Vigal. Gonna try to get past Olympic. Olympic won't allow it though. Now Olympic. I see a demo attempt coming from Vigal on Olympic. And there's a solid shot from Anthro behind Scruffy.
Alright, so there we go. Grenada already opening up the scoring here as well. Scruff, a bit of an awkward clear into the corner there. Of course, that rebound getting picked up very quickly by Grenada. And that's sometimes, you know, the awkwardness of hitting a hard ball to a surface that can rebound it there. Lol. You know, it just, it can come back and sometimes, you know, be in the favor of your opponents.
Yeah, those rebounds off of the walls and everything, they can be very awkward for a team sometimes. And that one off the ceiling made it very awkward for Grenada, and Olympic takes his opportunity and just puts it in upper 90 in that top left corner. Beautiful shot.
Yeah, top bins coming out from Olympic as well, so picks up the equalizer. And there we go, Apple versus Grenada, 1 apiece. We've hardly broken into the first minute here of game number 1, and the goals are coming out thick and fast there. Vigal wants to score, but Scruffy with a beautiful save, and now Antho down the left-hand flank. Can he do something with it as well? I don't know if he wanted to wait for that 100. The timing was about a second too early. Oh, it nabs the 100 now anyway. Vigal, is he going to get over 1? Can he flick Olympic? He can't! Oh, wait! Another shot there coming up, but it goes drastically wide.
That save was almost fairly detrimental. Almost put it right back in the car for the other team. And there's a nice bump from Scruffy. Olympic trying to put it in. Vigal does get the deny, and now it's Anthro going on the clear. And Olympic's going to keep that pressure going, get a little 50 against Vigal. Vigal floating around a bit. And now Scruffy taking into middle. Gets around the 1 into the other corner. Keeping some pressure going. Pretty good. Trying to get a shot on, but it will be kept away. And now Anthro trying to take the ball away.
Yeah, nice little save there on the near post from Vigal as well. Just read the attacker, played it short, so decent save there as well. Grenada don't concede one, and now counter-attack here coming out. But of course, Olympic from his own corner doesn't have too much in the tank. Ooh, pass out for Scruff. Scruff does take that shot though, saved from Vigal, and so no one conceded there either. Antho from the midway line. Also, not much in the tank though, and so no aerial plays can really be pulled off here when you don't have beams in the tank. Midline. Scruff takes a shot. Nice little save from Antho.
Both teams' defense is doing very good now. We saw 2 very early games, and now after that, it's just been a little quiet from both teams. Olympic gonna take the ball away from his teammate Scruff. You know, decided that he would have a better opportunity, and now Vigal gonna see what he can do. Does get around 1 now. Gonna try maybe get a middle for his teammate. Bumps Olympic out the way. Open shot for Anthro. 2-1 to Grenada.
Yeah, I was going to say 6 shots were taken on the side of Apple, but it seems like that beautiful bump play from Vigal allows Antho to score. And it actually doesn't really matter if you've got less shots than your opponents, because if you make them count with your accuracy and you can score, then that's really the aim of the game. And of course, what a beautiful bump play coming out from Vigal as well.
You know what is rather interesting? Is the fact that Apple is holding on very well, considering they have 180 ping per person.
I mean, yeah, these top flight players are so used to the EU ping though, because they're always playing there anyway, so it's probably doesn't mean too much for these veteran players here on Apple. And if you want to get that grind on, you got to jump onto EU, don't you?
That is very fair. We don't have enough high-ranked players in South Africa. Those bunch from Athro are going to put Scruffy a little bit awkward, but He was able to keep the ball away. Now it's Olympic. Cutting past one. Can he get the shot in? Yes, he can. That is Olympic with the tie.
Oh boy, able to dribble this one the whole way home by himself. I think I don't know what happened at the end. I thought he was almost going to lose the ball, but he'd probably try to get it up onto his roof. Regardless though, able to get past Viegel, gets the equalizer as well. So Apple up again through a beautiful goal there from Olympic, a nice solo goal, and I guess in twos that can happen a lot more often.
I think Viegel misses that corner boost there by mistake. Left him a little bit awkward, empty on the beans. And now Anthro. And that does that go in? That is just out. That I was scared for that little pinch over there. Now Scruffy gonna pass the middle. No one's there. Olympic sitting over back. Viegel sidewall. And Olympic is gonna keep it away. I'll try to get clear. Anthro will not allow it.
Olympic was also praising the format here of the tourney because, you know, I think he wants to score goals and he wants those goal differentials to count in his favor. So Olympic pretty chuffed with how things are going right now in the tourney as well. Oh, nice save from Olympic as well there. Oh, kept out that shot by Antho. And that's exactly what the team of Apple want. Do not concede at all.
Indeed, the more goals they score in these 4 games, the better. It's just a singular runaway game may be the difference between allowing your opponents to have a chance and not. And Scruffy isn't going to quite be able to get that into the net. Olympic opts out for going mid and takes the corner boost. Now it could be Olympic going on the counter. Anthro with the pre-jump does get the 50 for hovering around the mid, and Scruffy with the clear.
Ball hanging around here on the midway line so far. We've got 4 goals on our scoreboard, 2 apiece, and someone needs to break that deadlock as well. I don't know who it's going to be. We might also go to an overtime, which we haven't seen too many OTs come out today. It's just the nature of twos possibly as well. Some games aren't overly close. Olympic trying to drive that one home. Viegel with a beautiful save there. Can Scruff come from the corner as well? They're going to get it down for Olympic. Can he? Viegel though pops it up. Ball still alive through Olympic. Can they get the dunk? Someone's going to drive this home. Ball's going to go down. We head to overtime.
I think this is the first overtime we've seen Granada play in.
Oh.
And they almost shut it down immediately.
Almost a beautiful kickoff goal through Viegel. My goodness.
But it would have been a fortunate end to such a close game. Anthro going to keep some pressure going on. Force Olympic to just get the ball out of his half. Low boost there. And now it's Viegel. Trying to take it on the clear. Scruffy will keep the pressure. And now Olympic in the air looking maybe to show some of his mechanics onto the backboard, bump away. Viegel can't quite get it, and that was an unfortunate challenge and just gave Viegel a completely open net.
Yeah, Scruff was also coming in to possibly take that shot as well, but because the nature of him being so high up in twos, Viegel was just able to pop it over and drive it very far down the field. And yeah, that's an unfortunate one because Scruff, you know, had the right intention, wanted to back up Olympic, but of course, we know Viegel able to pop it over the last defender at any available opportunity.
A very, very nice game 1. Apple has a lot of potential to win this for sure.
Yeah,
Granada, I think that's the closest we've seen Granada play in a game. I think most of their games have been like 3-4 goals up.
Yeah, Granada versus Cherry, right? We don't get to see those big blowouts.
Good. Now we head into game number 2. Granada on the upper hand, trying to keep their lower bracket run alive, make it as far as they can. And obviously Apple gonna try stand in their way and prevent them moving on past this this point in the lower bracket.
Yeah, and Granada having such a fun lower bracket run. They're just making, you know, such small work of all these teams. But Viegel, well, Viegel's going to open up the score in there for Granada. Beautiful kickoff goal here. Comes from behind Antho. Oh, you love to see it.
Beautiful flick up into that top bar. Just under the crossbar. Beautiful placement just over the faces of the Apple team. And that's a very nice early lead for Granada. Now Viegel.
Yeah, you definitely don't have those nice early leads as well. And Olympic got a save there. So they need to get more offensively minded than just being so stuck in defense. But that'll come, that'll come.
Will indeed. That was an interesting touch. I didn't expect it to go that way. Scrappy did get there before it became dangerous. Trying to go over Vigo. Vigo does get there. And now it's Olympic. Gonna delay a bit of time, I think, for his teammate. Gets denied immediately by Anthro, and now Scruffy taking some ball control into the air. Vigo gonna block it. Can't! Can he get the double? Nope. That is a good attempt. Very good attempt.
Oh, yeah. Would have been a beautiful goal coming up from Scruff, though. Not able to finish that double touch, but very close there on the near post as well. Catch by Ollie. Over one, not over Antho. Demo up from Vigal as well. So quick 2v1 here. Vigal. Oh! Stopped up at the near post. The woodwork with the save.
That is so unfortunate. Double demo, very good idea. And that is a great save from Vigal, the pre-flip for the read. Very, very well done. Now Anthro going for the clear onto the backboard. Trying to get a middle, bounces up Vigal now. Maybe looking for a double tap. Olympic will get a touch, not the best touch, but Scrappy is there to keep it nice and safe for Apple.
Yeah, we saw Antho wanted to take the shot, then realized Scruff was going to be able to push at the ball, and he had to get very quickly back on defense. So the rotations here looking pretty good for Granada, but Ollie's up. Does he find Scruff in the mid? Oh, cut out by Antho. Almost a beautiful shot that coming up from Scruff, but of course Antho with the cutout. Stopping any transitional plays coming out there as well. Still one up here, Granada, and so they want to be able to close out this game too as well, if they can. Of course, 3 minutes remaining. Vigo on the far side, no shot.
I'd like to see the attempts of the pass play, because I haven't seen much team plays like that today at all, and that is one of the things that can certainly make a team shine compared to all the others. And that bump on Scruffy just gave him enough momentum on the ball to push it around Granada's defense there.
Oh, just beautiful cut inside of Vigal so that Scruff could score. And of course, Antho trying to, fight back to the goal side to try keep the one up, but it wasn't meant to be. So there we go. We get Apple now finally up on the board in game number 2, heading to the halfway mark as well. What can either one of these teams do? Antho, bit of a wide shot there. Bit of interruption, of course, caused by Scruff as well. Demo onto Scruff from Antho. Olympic. Can he take the shot though? Kept up by Vigal. Blocking there in that last third. Nice active defense here from Granada. Now slowing down by Vigal. Bumped by Olympic. Olympic wants to catch this. Can he do something with it? Wants to get a small little flick. Nothing too dramatic here from Olympic. Scruff. Also soft shots here in their defensive third of Granada.
Granada are surviving very well in the defense side there.
Yeah.
Saw Apple holding some pressure for quite some time, and there were no mistakes, and that Vigal dunks his own teammate shot.
Oh, you love to see it. You love to see it. Just little mistakes coming in. Oh, beautiful pass there from Olympic. Finds Scruff, and Scruff makes sure that's going to go in.
As I said earlier, when a team starts to connect like this, it makes them shine out compared to all the others. Because it's so much harder as a defender to be able to read that pass play. It just makes it that much more difficult to save. And that gives Apple a bit of a lead here. And now it's Vigal. Can try to take it out. Maybe bring it back and make it tied up again. But couldn't quite get much off of there. Going into the air. What can he do? Air dribble over one. And that goes behind Scruffy.
Yeah, just played this from the corner. Had so much space given to him. Of course, Olympic was up. Nothing really too convincing there from Olympic, just flailing in the air. And Vigal basically just dropped it on both their heads. Very calm and collected.
Very, very calm indeed. Scruffy did look a little bit awkward in the corner there. Antro, nice demo. Can he get there before the Scruffy? No, he can't. Now it's Vigal. What will he do? Off of the backboard, clear away. Over Scruffy's head now. Scruffy has to get back. Olympic 1v2 for a short time. Does what he has to. And lets Scruffy get back in time. Now, what's Olympic doing there? Looked like he was going for some bumps. Anthro can't quite get a shot on. And now it's Olympic on the field.
Yeah. 8 shots to 4. Granada sitting with double the amount that Apple have. Seems to just be that French presence. that they've got here. When you look at teams like Vitality, Vatira, just the French seem to be exceptionally good at Rocket League. I have no idea what it is about them, but they're so cracked again. Vigal takes a shot on. It's going to be wide. Oh, and no double touch either.
The shots thing is rather interesting. Because when you look at it, they're still tied in terms of... never mind, they're no longer tied in terms of score. Shot from Anthro changes that. Makes it 3-2 with 22 seconds left. That is
I mean, right before that goal, they were tied for goals, even though it is 4-8, right? So we sit in there, Granada with double the amount of shots though, and yet they're still equal on goals compared to Apple. And obviously, Apple's shooting accuracy then pretty decent. They're making sure it counts. Like this one, Scruff though finds the equalizer, and there we go. They make it count.
That was a very, very nice little dunk there coming from Scrappy. Brings his team Apple back just in time. When there's 20 seconds left on the clock and you're a goal down, you tend to get a little bit nervous and panic, but Scrappy played that absolutely perfectly.
Maybe another OT to come out. We're going to have to see here. Can Olympic keep it up? Vigal pushes that one to the floor. Antho now with the job of keeping it up. Oh, unfortunate there. Second OT of the series.
Anthro had his eye on that open net, wanted to try shooting it in, but couldn't quite get the height needed. And now, this is the second OT between these two teams, and it's still worth to mention that Apple is still on the higher ping. Yes, they may be a bit used to it, but it'll definitely be a bit better for them to have that ping advantage. But now Granada keeping a lot of pressure, tries to get a shot on Olympic, keeps it away. Vigal denied immediately, and Olympic can't quite get the clear.
When Apple do step out of the hyperbolic chamber, then the two games on SS servers are probably going to feel pretty darn good for them. But here we are, almost a minute of OT down, and someone needs to score the golden goal. The Olympics going to have a crack at it. Wants to get the bump. Doesn't find Antho. Antho with a good anticipation of that bump play. Scruff. Can he bring it here down from the heavens, though? Vigal to push it out. They want to play from their own corner. Antho gets the 100 as well. Olympic comes down. Can Scruff make a shot here? Oh, Scruff very, very deep. Though for any second man opportunities there, maybe Apple had to come up a bit more urgently. And Oli wants to take the shot as well. Antho to keep it out. Nice active defense here from Granada. Scruff. Antho again, just as you mentioned previously, Granada's defense, they just have to do so much to keep out Apple.
But they're doing very, very well holding that defense. Rather interesting, even through all that defense, Apple doesn't seem to put on that many shots. I mean, looking right now, Granada has so many more shots than Apple. And they're going to keep trying to go until they get a goal here. Scruffy going to try to clear away Anthro. He's in possession, and Vigal maybe didn't quite get the touch that he wanted to take the ball along with him. And now it's Anthro onto the backboard. Can he get a shot off? There it is!
Oh, mercy.
Bottom right, just past the Apple defense. Bit of a tight angle, very well done to Anthro. Scruffy, very awkward to get that save.
And this is back post defense, right? Everyone learns what is back post defense. How do you come from that side? Is it easier to save those type of goals? And we learn that it is. And Antho put it exactly behind Scruff. He knew exactly where he wanted to shoot, bottom right corner, and just in that back post defense, not exactly what Scruff wanted. And so there we go. Granada again picking up the second OT, and also only by one goal.
Well, now we need to see if Apple can they have to get at least 2 goals in the leads of the next games for them to be able to potentially stay in this.
Yeah, I mean, now it's time for Apple to step up, right? They're gonna walk out of that hyperbolic chamber like Goku, and they should be stronger for it here. And we're gonna see what can they do on 2 back-to-back SS servers. But of course, Granada, they won on their home turf, and now we're gonna see, is that gonna be the same case for Apple? Can they win on their home turf as well? But we have seen Vigal and Antho play. They're exceptional shooters, both of them. We saw them out shooting, of course, Apple there. It was about 13-6, whatever the end score was, but at least they've been holding double the amount of shots against Apple for the majority of that game.
is rather interesting is Apple will have more experience playing on high ping than Granada will. Because
Yeah.
as you mentioned earlier, us South African players, we have to play in European servers if we want to get to our highest level because we just don't have enough players. Whereas the two players on Granada, they can play in EU as much as they want. They don't have to worry about playing on high ping ever.
As much as they like. Their Augustus Gloop at the Chocolate River, they can get as much as they want. But here we go, game number 3, SA Service. Will this be advantageous for Apple? We'll have to wait and see.
Throw built a bit of a wall there, just denying every 50 that Olympic could come up with. But it didn't really allow much to happen. Now Anthro gonna try to get the ball into the middle. Scruffy with a banging clear. Anthro will be back in time though. Gets into the corner. Might have accidentally tapped it into mid, but Beagle does beat Olympic to the ball. Now Scruffy bumped away. Very nice bump from Beagle just in time. And now Anthro gonna opt out and take it slow. Olympic on the deny. The ball is just hovering a little bit around everyone's field. It's not staying in one half for a long time. A little bit of ping-ponging. Now Beagle onto the backboard, going to go for a clear. Gets a little bit of a wall pinch. And now it's once again Apple on defense.
I don't think we're going to see any kind of heavy rebounds to the wall again after the disastrous goal that was scored in the previous game. Phew, Scruff almost drove that one home. Beagle with a beautiful save as well. Olympic gets back in defense. So does Scruff. Very quick counter-attack coming out from Granada. Antho, not able to do too much as well. Has to steal that 100 all from the mid. Scruff, Beagle off the backboard as well. Drops it down. Is Antho there for the collection? Someone's coming in, Archer. Oh no, Olympic not able to get the dunk as well. Not able to pick up the first goal of the game. Kept that against Scruff. Oh no, Apple.
This Granada defense is holding like the brick wall. This is the new blue ball right here. They are playing so well in defense, and Olympic, it's a bit of a whiff over there. Not very ideal. And it seems like Granada doesn't really mind this ping disadvantage that they're dealing with.
Yeah, they're not overly worried about it. Beagle should be able to take a soft shot there. Olympic with a beautiful save. And so Apple now, with their active defense, done incredibly well. Anto takes a shot. Olympic once again at the back, making the save for Apple as well. So Granada shot after shot coming in, bombarding, peppering this Apple defense and goal line. Beagle with a beautiful stop there. Scruff though to push that one out. 0-0 still on your scoreboards right now as we get to this halfway mark. Antho wants to play from his own corner. Massive shot there from an Apple player. Scruff wants to get the pinch as well. Does he have Olympic in the midfield? Ooh, Antho, keep it out. And you've mentioned time and time again, Granada's defense, it is absolutely impregnable.
Both teams might be a little bit nervous. I've seen a couple of double commits coming out every now and then. Olympic, nice tap over one. Can he get over two? Might give Scruffy enough space. Not quite. And Granada still keeping that score as 0-0. There's a shot from Olympic denied immediately. Scruffy can't put it back, and Anthro gets the clear. Now Scruffy once again gonna try bring it back, but it's Vigo with the shot. That is a beautiful shot just in front of Olympic's car. He just barely couldn't reach that.
What, only took us about 3.5 minutes to score here in this game number 3 as well. And Vigo will find the back of the net there. So Granada once again up by 1 against Apple. And my goodness, do these French players know exactly how to play car ball. Scruff goes up. Oh, immediately interrupted there by Vigo. Just, you know what, there's no opportunities ever for Apple to hold onto the ball and try to do fancy footwork here because they're always getting cut out.
That is true. Granada is very, very good here at just keeping the ball away from Apple whenever they have a good chance. Anthro was a bit awkward, but did get a pretty good clear away. Now Anthro, left last back, ball's hovering above. Oh! Scruffy couldn't quite touch that in to hit the crossbar instead. Olympic gonna try to pick it over. Anthro now with the clear, and it's once again Scruffy holding the ball.
Come on, long shot here. Scruff with the redirect, gets it in. Oh, there it is. Oh, man, you'd love to see the Olympic find Scruff there in the mid-air, hovering like Zen would. Oh, and he floats this in with a beautiful shot as well. Vigal not able to get a hand to that ball.
Very, very well played there from Apple. Bring themselves back into this with 47 left on the clock. And, you know, I thought they were going to do much better on their home turf. But Granada are very good. These French players really are insane. They just know exactly how to play every bit of car soccer.
I think we need to send like a couple sleeper cells over to France and find out how exactly these guys play Rocket League. Because just the world over, they are exceptionally talented at this game. It's unbelievable.
I think it's because they eat all the baguettes.
Dude, those baguettes, man. There's something in them. Oh, Olympic, he finds that left-hand side as well. Oh, an absolute banger. 111 kph as well. So I don't know, 11-11. Make a wish if you're Apple. You need to win this game.
I think Olympic had some of our South African version of the baguette, our biltong.
Hopefully.
But now Vigal puts a shot onto the crossbar. Anthro tries to shoot it in. Kept wide. Time ticking away. Granada needs another shot. Can't get it. Apple finally gets a win in the series.
Finally gets a win in the series as well. And seems to be the deja vu of today here, where the wins only come with a 1-goal difference. And so, you know, when we look at the format of our tournament here, is that going to help Apple? You've got to be winning by a lot more than one. And of course now, in terms of a series scoreline, I suppose they haven't tied it up yet because we're looking at 2-1 towards Granada. But Apple, they need to be winning here on their home soil.
They definitely do. I was really expecting Apple to really step up here with the huge ping advantage. I mean, Scruffy has 8 ping.
Chilling, bro. 8 ping. Things are good.
He's in the server.
He's living his best life, dude. You know what? It's just, yeah, European players, right? They can go up against a bigger player base, against better competition. They just can train so much harder against such better and more accomplished players. And so, you know, it's always difficult going up against EU counterparts. But I mean, you know, Olympic and Scraf, they're holding their own. They won that game by 1. And things are looking pretty good for Team Apple.
I accidentally joined a team there. Whoops.
You could play. Yeah, you could join.
Yeah, I'll play, and it's fine. It's fine.
3 versus 2. You know, maybe Apple needs it. Who knows? Whoops.
Shall we head into game number 4?
Predictions, lol. What do you think?
Apple needs to win it. They need to. Otherwise, they have no chance in staying in. And based off of that save, I say Apple's going to take this with a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, wow, that was close. The Olympic had to stretch himself once again just to make a save there against Granada. Olympic had to bring it down for Scruff. Now, Scruff is deep once again, but that also means that sometimes Granada gets a score over Scruff's head. So he's very cognizant of what this Granada team can do on attack and throw. Oh, there it is, and Scruff, the beautiful save. Vigal's going to come in again. Gets onto that backboard, though. That crossbar being the 4th defender. Maybe in this case, the 3rd defender.
Granada is holding much better offense. I mean, we might not be very far in, but they've been holding so much more offense already in the start of this game. And there's a double commit from Apple. Maybe showing a little bit of nerves now, realizing that Granada has a good opportunity to take the series away and knock them out of the tournament entirely. And Vigal is going to take it out. He's going to try his best to knock Apple out of this, and Olympic can't quite get a shot on.
He wants to channel that KC energy in the Fennec. I hope it's going to work as well. The Vigal has to make the save as well, so Apple wants to get the first on the board in this game, number 4, but it wasn't meant to be as well. Antho from the corner there, can he get the rebound out for Vigal? Olympic with a stopper as well. He has a quick counter-attack from Apple. Scruff, though, on the same side as Olympic there, that double commit on the left flank. Oh, over 1. Vigal is going to slow it down. He wants to get the flick over. Can he? Oh, he can't, because Olympic makes another save.
The both sides defense just not letting anything through right now. Both teams know what a loss at this stage will result in. Olympic going to try put it over Anthro. Anthro does get a nice touch into the corner there. Olympic 50s, it goes high, and now Scruffy looking for the shot, goes onto the backboard, and it's Vigo once again on the counter attack. Olympic gonna have to take it away. Nice jump over Vigo's demo.
Only 4 shots now registered here for Granada, but I guess that beats the 1 registered by Apple. The Granada seem to be always peppering shots towards the Apple side, but nothing going in just yet. So defense from Apple, very sound and very strong at the back here. Vigo wants to get it onto that midway line as well. Antho picks it up though, has a full tank. Can he do something with this? Kept out by Olympic as well. We know Olympic has played a lot of Sub-Saharan African League, so he knows exactly how to deal with these pesky players. Vigo, Olympic, who has to have active defense there, but the ball's hanging for Antho.
1-0. Only took us about 3 minutes once again to get that first goal to go in. And that came in the form of Anthro getting it right over Apple's heads. Apple are going to need to respond if they want to stay in this tournament. See what they can do. Olympic gets beat the ball by Vigo. Vigo's looking for the bump, can't quite get it. Now it's Scraffy going on the counter, gets dunked by Anthro. Now Anthro, kind of just empty on that side of the field. Keeping the ball, trying to do what he can with his singular boost.
Sort of a messy little 4 players in that one corner there. Very scrappy for a little while. You know, you're watching kind of the Pee-wee football game and everyone just wants to grab onto the ball and run around with it.
Everyone wants that ball. Everyone wants the ball chase a little bit sometimes, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
Especially my teammates.
You're a GC. I hope no one is ball chasing in GC.
When you get a higher rank, the ball chasers just get better at ball chasing. That's
Okay, there we go. That makes sense.
Ooh, Olympic. Very good try there. Scruffy
no.
couldn't sink it over the crossbar. And now it's Anthro's turn. Full tank of boost. Takes it over. Olympic does get the save. And now it's Vigo looking for the shot. Denied it by Scruffy. And now Anthro will have a bit of time and boost on that ball. Olympic will dunk it though.
I mean, I wish Scruff was able to get that equalizer there as well. Apple desperately need to come back in this game. Getting down to the remaining minutes of regulation. Olympic takes the shot on there. Antho with a nice save on the near post. Scruff has to do something with the third of boost. Doesn't get the dunk though. Antho again with a nice save as well. I think Scruff was able to steal that 100. And can Apple do something here in attack? Olympic waiting on their line. Waiting to try pound one home. Nothing's happened so far. Olympic out to Scrap. Vigo with the pick up from the corner here as well. Can there be a counter-attack here coming up from Granada? Gets it over 1. Can he get over 2? Is that going in? No! Granada. Oh man, they do so incredibly well here on attack.
Paul was throwing everything and the kitchen sink at Granada's defense right there. But Granada would not let a singular shot go into their net. And in turn, they sink their own shot, making it 2-0 for Granada. And Apple are looking in danger right now.
Unfortunately, sitting here in the lower bracket, things are not looking good for Apple at all. That was almost a real good shot on from Antho, but up by 2. And those goal differences are really going to go in the favor of Granada as they do take the dub. Whew, things looking real good for them.
You know, my prediction at the start, I had the right scoreline and just said the wrong team. But that was a very good game, and it will be given to Granada. Unfortunate for Apple getting kicked out of that lower bracket here, and Granada's going to keep that run going.
They've got a real decent lowers run here. If anyone has been paying close attention, Granada have basically gone all the way from lower round 1 straight through now to the lower finals, where they'll go up against Peach. Peach is waiting for them, so 2 French teams meeting in the lower finals there. Man, but Granada are playing so exceptionally well. Oh, yay. Okay, it seems like we're going to be joined by Dutch and Maxpresso. They're going to bring the hype here to us, lol.
Let's go. I always love it when those two are over here. Very, very fun.
Hello, gentlemen. We are all on screen, as everyone can see. Muzz, Maxpresso, Lolanizer, today has been great, and I know that we haven't quite reached the end of the tournament, but ESCOM has made decisions, and they have decided that I suddenly have load shedding from 4 p.m., which is going to be in the next 10 minutes. So, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to continue the stream on our side. However, the French stream will continue, and we will raid them so that the viewers can continue to watch the upper bracket final, the lower bracket final, and of course both grand finals. So with that, Mac, Muzz, Lolly, I want to thank you guys for being here, and I mean, I've had an absolute ball. I'm hoping you guys did too.
Yeah, it's been great.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I'm very happy to have been back. First time being on the desk again since like 4 weeks now. And it's very unfortunate we have to end early. Classic ESCOM L.
True.
Boo ESCOM.
Boo ESCOM.
Classic L-ish shenanigans. But it's been good. I think it's been really interesting to watch more of the French players play, because obviously not, SSA doesn't always highlight how many reunionese players come through, and I think it's been real good to see these teams. I mean, Granada, they have impressed the hell out of me, I'll tell you that much.
Absolutely. I mean, all the teams that we've seen today have been very, very impressive. Of course, they worked hard yesterday in their group stages to make it to the double elim bracket today. And I mean, there have been some losses and some wins, but everyone has played extremely well. And I'm super proud to be part of this community and to have had the opportunity now to get to know the Reunion Island side of things a bit better, because as much as we are, of course, SSA, it has been very SA focused. So we're very happy to have connected with the guys in Reunion Island. But with that being said, guys, before my power just cuts, I'm not going to try and take any risks. We will raid Biju Esports Twitch channel now, and so that you guys can continue to watch all the games happening there. Remember, it is all the finals still happening. Upper bracket final, lower bracket final, and both grand finals. So go ahead and enjoy. Say hi to them from me, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.